I believe it is Estuans Iterius Irave Hementi.
Yes.
Estuans
Ham and
Iterius Irave Hementi Sephiroth. Pum 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 pum. Sephiroth.
What does it mean?
Pum 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 pum.
Hello and welcome to Good Trades, where we...
Oh my God. Wala pa tayong sync.
Oh shit, God damn it.
That was a
I'm
good
thinking with the stream. Wala na?
It's good. It's a good one.
We could have rolled with that.
I mean, I guess that sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sure.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
All good.
what's the
Gongaga.
exact lyrics?
Are we doing it
Gonna bait it again.
Gonna bait it
No, you
again.
can't bait that again. It has to be authentic, man.
God damn it.
We've
Don't gotta wait till the
downloaded
opening
your-
song naman.
Yeah. Well,
We've downloaded
so far,
your bait, Samson.
we're live now.
What do you got next?
Yeah, we're pretty live.
Baby.
I got
Pretty
I-
live.
What else you got?
I know, but you know what, Raffy? My day will come. My day will come when I get that right intro, that right introduction for the podcast. I know my worth in this team.
No one's gonna get that.
Yeah, no one's gonna
Samson.
get that.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
What-
At least at least now I get something that you guys don't get.
Anyways, so welcome to the 60th
Hey,
episode of Good Trades.
welcome. We didn't see you there.
the big
Hi
6-0.
there. Hey.
Rokuju.
You were there all along, Kenneth.
Yeah, viewer.
Listener.
Yeah. So,
Consumer.
Friend,
companion,
Brother.
fisherman,
comrade.
bounty hunter.
Yeah,
Comrade.
dude.
Comrade.
That's the
Comrade.
thing.
Yeah, Chewbacca.
No.
Yeah, Chewbacca.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Chewbacca.
That's how you also pronounce comrade.
Comrade.
Yeah.
Just like Chewbacca.
When you raid the computer shop, right?
Just like
Oh,
just
God.
like Han.
This.
Yeah.
Sure. Anyway, welcome to Good Trades, episode 60.
Hey.
A podcast where we punch each other with stories and everyone takes damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting low on life.
Perfect. So,
Perfect.
so yeah. We're also live now on Twitch. So if
Hey.
anyone is tuning in right now, welcome to the show. We do this every
What's up?
single weekend right now. Ever since the quarantine happened.
Ever since the COVID attack.
Yeah, ever since the
Ever
COVID
since.
nation attacked.
Yeah. And
But-
ever since they laid the biggest damage, real ones,
Oh,
on the
yeah.
world.
Oh yeah, for sure. World global saturation. So
Global damage.
I'm your host for this episode, Migs from Too Much Gaming, and with me today is the usual boys from the Good Trades Brigade, which is the muscle with the hustle, Raffy Lanus from GG Network, and Geek and Gladiators.
Gladiators.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Yeah. And the greens, brother, the most important G.
The gains and the grains.
The gains in the brains.
Gains
That's
The Janes.
Brain
Yeah.
starts with a B.
Sure. Unga bunga, baby.
don't worry about it. Shut up.
And of course, the one laughing right now is Miggy, or Migoy, from Too Much Gaming also, our Cybertronian Gundam Meister.
The Ordinary Boys.
Yeah.
Where do they come up with these crazy names?
I have no idea. And of course, last but not least, our resident voice actor slash nutmaster slash blue tea connoisseur, Mr. Emile Tanglao.
Hello there, everyone. I just consumed a bunch of tea, proficient with nuts, and also a voice actor.
Truly the nut.
Those are your two things.
Yeah.
two
Proficient
truths.
with nuts and a
Yeah,
voice
yeah.
actor. Those are the only qualities people remember me by.
Speaking of
Unfortunately,
Emile,
no matter how hard you try.
Yeah.
Speaking of-
that's what's gonna be written on my gravestone.
oh god, I don't know, man, because Charlie told me something, and that is to ask you about the bikes, Emile.
The bikes.
Yeah,
The bike.
bikes?
What's with
are you
the
talking
bikes?
about?
You have a story about bikes.
Yeah.
I don't know how to ride a
Basically,
bike.
motorbikes.
I think that's the
No,
only
no,
story.
It's
I think
motorcycles.
Motorcycles.
You have a story
Motorcycles?
concerning
Yeah.
motorcycles.
Oh,
You
down like 9 of
murdering. you committing
Okay.
Murdered
motorcycle.
their owners.
Yeah, committing
Okay,
motorcycle
I think-
genocide.
I think I remember what Charlie is referring to, and I believe this was the day that I was having a really, really bad day, and I was driving down, I believe, Marcos Highway.
Oh wait, this is recent.
And no, not
Okay.
recent. Like a bunch of years back, probably like half a decade back.
Oh, shit.
I remember I was really having like a shitty day. My mind was on different things, and I was driving down Marcos Highway, and due to my state of bad vibes, I rear end the guy in front of me, and I'm like, oh fuck, just perfect, fuck, right?
Okay.
And I
Somewhat
see the
eventually.
guy. I see the guy in front of me like peek out of his window, and he's like checking the damage, and he gets out of the car, and I'm like, I guess I have to get out of the car now. So, since I'm distracted, I open the door full swing,
no.
and then like a motorcycle just clocks the door,
Oh,
and like
no.
he like almost flips over and shit. Yeah.
Oofy,
Oh, no.
doofy.
And
Collateral damage.
and the motorcycle then hits the car beside him. And so now there are 4 parties involved.
oh no!
What is this burnout stage?
And like I'm just having the worst day. The worst day. It's like I fucking KO'd that man.
Oh god!
Shit. What was your score on Burnout Crash Mode then?
Oh, dude, I don't
It's
even
like
know.
You unlocked that
600,000.
Ducati at least.
God. It was such a bad day, guys. It was such a bad day. But I guess I'd be good at taking out motorcycles.
if it ever came to that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, if it ever came to that.
if the end of the
We'll
world was
hand
like
you the Buster Sword.
Like if
yeah,
there is
if there's a motorcycle uprising fueled by Skynet, at least we know who the John Connor is.
yeah.
I mean, a car door is basically a Buster Sword if you think about it.
yeah, it could. I've seen it done. At the
I've
very
seen it
least,
done.
a big shield.
see that though.
I've seen it done before.
It's happened once or twice.
Doesn't look like anything
I
to
mean,
me.
Yeah, but that was the day I took out a motorcycle with nothing but a bad mood and a car door.
It sounds more epic if you put it
Yeah.
that way.
No, yeah.
So-
if you meant to do it.
No, not at all.
But yeah,
Alright,
anything
so what
else?
happened?
Anything
Did you-
else
did you
happening
get
in
to-
your week?
Did you have to pay? Yeah.
What, me?
Yeah.
Oh, are we already doing
Yeah,
weeks?
dude, sure.
Is that what's happening
I'm
right now?
doing the
Okay,
smooth
okay.
transition, and you guys aren't even aware of it.
It
Yeah,
was
we're
way
not
too
picking up
smooth
on
for
it,
us.
man.
It
Way
was
too
way-
smooth. It
gotta
was
rub
smooth
it
enough
Smooth, it
that
needed
like
to be confirmed.
it was smooth enough that like I was so casual about it that I didn't even know. So
Yeah.
as far as my week is concerned, I got absolutely nothing done besides work. But
That's the one
like,
that matters.
I've been
Yeah.
no, yeah. I've been really wanting to get through hard mode, but I haven't touched it since.
Yeah.
I'm talking about FF7 Remake.
Mm-hmm.
But on my off time, I've been doing the Netflix.
Oh, okay.
And I ended up watching 2 movies in particular.
Nice.
So one of the first movies I watched was Annihilation.
Oh.
Have any of you boys watched that?
Yes, I have.
Is this the sci-fi?
It's the one with the
Film with
lady
Natalie
and then
Portman.
the.
Yeah.
Was it Natalie Portman though?
Yeah.
Was it not?
Oh, wait.
I don't think so.
No, it is.
I don't think it's Natalie
Annihilation
Portman.
is
it
the
Natalie
group
Portman?
of female scientists.
It is. He's right.
Going to
Yes,
this one,
yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters enter the Twilight
To
Zone.
rescue
Yeah.
Nice.
Oscar Isaac.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. you're right.
You're super
Va-
right. So,
And Valkyrie
I watched-
is there for some reason.
oh yeah, she is.
Right.
So,
For some
so
reason.
I watched this movie and like I'm not sure if it was a good idea to watch this movie because
It's not.
I was in a state of like I'm sure all of us have been in a state of like quarantine anxiety and like how everything outside right now feels weird and like unexplained and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And like this movie just hit all the right notes of like, yo, shit's not right.
Yeah.
And
This amplifies it.
The-
Like the movie amplifies
Yeah.
that feeling.
yeah, like I've had great taste in movies lately. I mean, like last time I watched that
Contagion.
yeah, I watched Contagion and that gave me a panic attack, and now I watched Annihilation and it just increased my anxiety. But the thing about Annihilation that I really liked was that I went into it blind.
Oh, good.
So I was expecting like a monster of the week, a spooky thriller, whatever, right? But instead, at the end of it, I got the eldritch truth and I questioned my being. So
Nice.
I'm
That's
pretty
always
happy about
great.
it.
Yeah,
That's always great.
Big Cthulhu.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy about it. At some point, there was a mirror match. It was amazing.
That's a
Nice.
Yeah, dude. At some point,
Yeah.
there was a kind of T1000 burning. It's great.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah. Not to spoil anyone who's on, who hasn't watched this movie yet, but if you're a fan of the Eldritch Truth, maybe check it out.
Yeah. You might,
What is
Nice.
the
Big
Eldritch
homework.
Truth? Can you
you won't
elaborate?
know. Anyone who got
I
into
mean,
it already
like-
died.
Yeah. I mean, by definition, the Eldritch Truth cannot be explained, Raffy. But the thing I like about it is it's like existential horror, which is pretty great, and it makes you question what being yourself means. I don't know if this is a fun topic or anything, but I enjoyed myself thoroughly with Annihilation.
Okay.
But I think my number one takeaway from it was at the end of the movie, shit goes bonkers, and I didn't expect that. And I was like, yo, I'm watching this at like fucking 3 a.m. Dawn is asleep. I feel feelings.
It's just you
This is-
watching it. I thought you.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah, it was just
Yeah,
me.
that's kinda worse.
Like,
Okay.
dude, like at the end of the movie, like it gets very uncomfortable at the end of the movie, and being alone just amplifies that. So if you guys are into that, maybe watch this movie alone.
That's interesting.
Like every episode, you try to recommend us something that will also damage us.
Damage people.
Yeah, well, it's part of the show description,
brand,
though.
baby.
Yeah.
General
No.
Miss A also said splash damage times 4.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, watching it alone is the way to go. Watch it alone. Lights
Okay.
off. Make sure you guys recently had a panic attack, then watch it.
Recently, I've
Jesus
had
Christ.
This is every day, baby.
I feel like that's
Every
way
day.
too much damage.
No, yeah. It's a lot
That's
of
how
damage.
you get to your limit break, dude.
But
Okay.
besides that, I also watched another movie, which probably wasn't a good idea either. I don't know why I've fallen into this weird horror, thriller, existential like journey as
Yeah.
far as my movie watching choices have been concerned. But right after watching that, on my next downtime, I ended up watching Event Horizon.
Oh no, that's worse.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's in my recommends, though.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't watched that.
That's
That's good though.
That's actually
Cool,
the entire
cool.
reason I watched it, because for some reason, I don't know what's up with my YouTube algorithms, right? And that's a usual thing, but my YouTube algorithms have been recommending me videos about the Alien series, the Predator series, and at the same time, like lore theories about Prometheus and like all sorts of shit like that,
no.
right?
Oh, God,
And
Prometheus.
so-
You to trigger this.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I have no idea, but it's just full of theories of like Prometheus, the engineers, the aliens, the predators, Arnold Schwarzenegger, shit like that.
Specifically.
Yeah, all theories on that, and
Uh-huh.
basically, I go to Netflix and like I look for the Alien movies, and I'm like, oh, yo, there's some here, and then in the recommends, if you like this movie, you might enjoy this too. It suddenly popped up, Event Horizon, and I was like, oh, okay, shit, cool. You know, I've heard good things about this movie, and I've never watched it. I have some downtime. I am going to watch it while eating a sandwich. And
As you do, as you do.
it's pretty dang great. This movie's from like what, the 90s?
Something like that.
When was
Yeah.
Event
Late 90s,
Horizon?
early aughts.
Early aughts, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somewhere
it
around
came
there,
out.
yeah.
Something like that.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now. It came out in 1997.
Yeah.
For real?
Oh,
Shit.
just like FF7.
Just like FF7.
Just
so
like
how timely.
Michael Jordan's Bulls and
I thought you were about to say that Michael Jordan was born in
Oh
1997.
my god.
it was
He's younger
Jordan's
than
last
us.
year.
Yeah. As a bull.
That was Jordan's last year
As a bull.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
please continue.
going into Event Horizon, I expected alien-esque like space horror. Like I was expecting like, ooh, there's a spooky monster in this fucking like same exact thing I was expecting with Annihilation, right? Like you go into this spooky place, a thing is attacking people, and then you do the thriller thing of like, maybe we should split up like dum-dums. Right?
No.
Yeah. That's what you do.
And so I watched this, and it goes there, but in a very different way. So I'm very happy about that I finally watched Event Horizon. But the most interesting thing about it for me was watching a young Lawrence Fishburne be the captain of the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
That movie also
when
has
I went
Sam
into it,
Neill, right? Like,
Sam
yeah,
Neill.
Dr. Alan Grant from Jurassic Park.
Oh shit! Yeah, that is him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
You're super right. That is
Yeah,
him. He was an asshole in the
Yeah,
movie.
he's always an
It's
asshole
great.
in most movies.
He's
In
such
most
an
movies.
asshole in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I
That's a
hated
secret.
it.
Either he's a villain
Yeah.
or an anti-hero.
Oh, dude, it's
Sam Neill's good,
it's
dude.
super great. It's very 90s. And what do you call it? I since I found it by searching for alien shit, I can see what Netflix was going for because it had the same grungy space technology that Alien
yeah.
has. Where
Yeah.
like it's really shitty and dirty, like all of their space gear. So
The presentation is very similar to Alien.
no, yeah, absolutely. And this spooky ship, like the Event Horizon, is very spooky as well. But I wouldn't say it's like Geiger-esque inside. But
It has its own unique twist on it.
no, yeah. But like I didn't expect the Pinhead shit.
Yeah.
Like at the
Whoa?
very end, I was like, yo, whoa, wait. Where are we
There's
headed with
Pinhead
this
shit?
movie?
Oh shit.
No, you didn't hear anything from me. No Pinhead shit at all.
God damn it.
Okay. That's fine.
Space
I'm
horror.
Oh, yeah.
operating under the idea that it's actual Pinhead from the Hellraiser series, and this is their crossover with Alien.
No.
I think we're pretty safe in that end.
No, yeah. Pretty dang safe. So who hasn't watched Event Horizon here? Just you, Raffy?
Me. I have not.
Oh, Kenneth Yu is also in this stream saying, "Holy
Hey!
shit, what movie
Hello.
is this now?" We're talking about Event Horizon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Event
yeah.
Horizon.
Starring Dr. Alan Grant and
and
Morpheus.
and
Morpheus.
Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're
dude,
sorry.
it's
go ahead.
so weird seeing a young Lawrence Fishburne do his Lawrence Fishburne thing.
And
that is, like,
what is a Lawrence
stern-
Fishburne thing?
What is the,
No.
I'm
gives
the
you
king
has this-
religion of the city.
It's like the wisdom shit, right?
No, yeah.
okay,
He does
okay.
this like he does this tough love wisdom act all the
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like seeing a young version of him doing that is like really weird to me. And like
Is he also eating nuts while he's
No,
Okay.
no.
Because he does
But like,
that.
the especially weird thing to me is that the gap in his teeth isn't
Oh,
as
yeah.
pronounced yet.
Ah,
So,
yeah.
it comes
it
with
gets
I'm just
wider
like,
shit.
through the years.
Yeah,
Age is like
comes
fine
with
wine.
age.
comes with age. Oh man.
By the time, but in 2050, it'll be like
There's a tooth missing in the middle. It looks like a
Giant
tooth is
Oh
missing.
good god.
It's as wide as a single
Yeah.
tooth.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Can't wait for that future.
I'm so sorry, Lawrence Fishburne. It's just so noticeable. I can't.
No, please get mad at us on this
Yes.
podcast,
Oh,
Lawrence
yeah.
Fishburne. That means you're listening.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Lawrence Fishburne. Light him up. Light him up, Emile. How big of a gap are we talking about?
Oh, pretty dang big, man. fucking Neo could jump over it.
You can fit a whole 10-wheeler
It's a
truck
wide
through
enough
it.
gap for Neo to jump in and hack the system.
The
Oh,
gap
God.
is so wide, it can fit like all of the Burly Brawl with all of the
Yeah.
Agent Smith
The
in
gap is so wide, you need
Gape.
Spider-Man to close it.
Oh,
There goes my hero.
Fishburne. Yeah. So yeah, dude, that is basically my fucking week. Like, all I did was fucking work. All I did was get triggered by movies
Oh, God.
that I chose myself to watch. So as far as the
Self-hoisting.
quarantine situation is concerned, like, I've been going out. I've been memorizing the routes. Dude, just like,
This is like part 3
are
of
you
your
guys-
of your saga.
Routecast.
Yeah, broadcast.
yeah. But like,
Podcast.
are you guys also the ones going out scavenging for food
Yes.
in your
I've
household?
been outside this morning, and it was surreal.
No, yeah, dude. How is it for you guys? Because whenever I go out, it feels like a Fallout situation. You know what I
Fuck
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I have all my gear on me. I have like a quarantine pass around my neck. I have
Yeah.
my like fucking gas mask on me.
Yeah.
I wear a hat. I wear headphones. I wear my glasses. Full orifice protection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you dodge the death claws.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's so paranoid because, like, just a while ago when I went down to buy like medicine and supplies, this entire family, like, while my elevator was going down, it dings on the floor, and there's this entire family who wants to go down as well, but they take one look at me and then they back away from the elevator, and I'm like,
This guy's
guys, guys, I'm safe, okay? You guys don't need to
Safest
be
guy.
this. No, yeah, but like, I completely understand their feelings, but it's just that the hive mind of everyone just like, no,
Oh, yeah.
keep away, stay away from
Yeah.
me, is just so strong that it's we live in really interesting times. Like, have you
yeah.
guys had any weird experiences going out?
So far I've been noticing strange or new things in my surroundings, like stuff that you think it.
Like Annihilation?
No, like actually, yeah, it kind of does. Like, if like you started to notice details on areas that you haven't noticed before because there's no one there. Like, everything's clear, everything's barren,
yeah.
or
Oh, yeah.
or just no civilization, and in one certain area, and it looks different. The color is different.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting that kind of like mental notes whenever I go outside nowadays. Like, everything's different every time I go outside. Like, I don't want to say that the earth is healing, but it's
Monsters have
Yeah.
returned to Silent Hill.
but it's definitely like it's
We're doing this for the
it's
planet.
definitely the
dude.
same. Like, there's still pollution, but it's just different now. Like, it's
I can almost smell the Mako.
I've been waiting for years. for
I
this.
get that when we're looking outside from our window here in the condo, we can
yeah, dude.
we can see across the lake and into a mountain. Like,
Oh
has
yeah.
that always been there?
No, yeah, I think I have the same exact view you're talking about, Raffy. And like, what freaks me out the most at like, because usually I spend a lot of time next to my window. That usually, because I can see like a big highway from where I am. I
Yeah.
can see C5.
Yeah.
And like, usually there's a ton of vehicles like going to and fro.
Right.
But like, just throughout the day, you'll see like 1,
Huh.
2, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oof,
Yeah.
it's so eerily silent outside, man.
Exactly.
It's fucking freaking me out.
But like, it's just mind blowing to parang see a view that you've seen like for like we've seen this view for like a whole year. Like, every day we look out the window, right? But then there's something different in the distance. Like, the sky is bluer,
Yeah.
and then you can actually see a body of water. Like, across the buildings, there's a body of water, and then there's a
I thought
mountain.
you were gonna stop at body. There's a fucking body.
There's just a body, just a dead body outside our window, 27 floors up.
God.
But like, yeah, you see the mountain, and then you on good days we can see the mountain, like the mountain next to it, like farther from it, we can see another one.
These are the things that
It's great.
excite us these days, people.
Yeah, dude.
Nature.
There's another mountain.
Suddenly, that giraffe scene in Last of Us is like, oh, this is what they felt.
Yeah.
No,
Not,
yeah,
Not
actually,
wrong at
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
super not wrong because one thing I've noticed here over in my city is that all of the cats are just way out in the open now. They're not hiding.
Cool.
And what do you call it? Whenever I do my walk to go to get supplies, there's always cats just sunbathing on the sidewalks now. Usually they'll be like on a bench, in a bush, something like that. But now all of the cats are just on the sidewalks. And the most interesting thing for me is usually these cats tend to keep to themselves.
Yeah.
But nowadays, whenever I walk past them, they loudly meow at me and chase me down.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, what's
Wow.
happening?
They're getting
A
aggressive.
human.
He must have food.
Yeah.
Is he listening to
Because,
this? Can he understand this?
yeah.
Little boy.
Little boy.
I thought they were extinct.
We can grant you 3 wishes.
It's been really interesting, but I guess that's mostly my week. It's just been upsetting movies and survival of the fittest. That's it.
Yeah. Kenneth says
Kenneth,
Timefall.
Yeah, he's asking about the timefall.
The timefall. No
Dude,
timefall has affected me.
No,
But
I've been affected by actual timefall effects. Like whenever
Really?
Okay.
you guys have noticed this. Like whenever you try and take a bath for just a few minutes and then you just notice, oh wait a minute, I have wrinkly fingers.
I've been taking a
Why?
bath for 6 days.
Why am I having wrinkly fingers so fast?
For 30 minutes.
For 30
Oh,
minutes.
God.
For real?
Like actual timefall effects. No,
the time dilation in the shower
It's
is
basically
pretty
just that means that you wash your hands more often, so your skin is
It's absorbed too
has
much
absorbed too
moisture.
much
Is that
moisture.
it?
I
Yeah,
mean,
like if that happens to you in the shower, that means you've taken a long bath already.
yeah. Usually you'd have to submerge your hands to get wrinkly.
Yeah.
But mine, I don't know. Like,
As far
it's just
uh,
that now.
Dude, as far as
Excessive
time
hand
effects on me
washing.
are concerned, there's a very good reason why no one has seen me this entire quarantine period, and I've been making sure, even on my like work conference calls or like my work meetings online, I make sure I never have my webcam on because one thing I'm doing is I haven't shaved.
Jacking off constantly. Okay. Sorry.
like
Aside from that,
Okay,
I haven't shaved since this quarantine started, and I am
dude, same here.
notorious for not being able to grow facial hair. So right now
What does
is,
it look like?
dude, my face is the weirdest it's ever looked for me personally. I've never seen this happen to me.
Picture.
As in-
Picture.
No, it's
Show
so
it.
bad. It's got like, as far as the progress is right now, it will turn into a Fu Manchu. I'm super sure it's going to turn into a Fu Manchu, but I'm just gonna ride this out. And since quarantine was extended by like what, 2 more weeks?
2 more weeks.
yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Half a month.
God.
I'm going to milk this for as long as I can. Actually, Donna
Oh,
keeps
I see.
telling me to shave it off already, but I'm
I've
like,
gotten this far.
no, I can't stop now. I have to see where this goes.
Finish
This was
it.
like me.
Zero-sum dilemma.
This
Yeah.
was like me
Yeah.
the other week, or like 3 weeks ago. I was keeping my hair, like I wasn't shaving my hair for the first month or so of quarantine, and my wife hates it. Because like I showed you guys a picture
yeah,
of
we've
what
seen
it
it.
looks like,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
it's
You
so
look like
bad.
Heihachi, the beginning.
Look like
The
Betty.
You look like
Hayachi
the
origins.
live-action
Kung
movie
Pao.
Heihachi.
Yeah.
I'm
With
a
the,
magician.
like the dome part of my head, like super hairless, and then like really thick on the sides. It looks terrible, but like
Dude, grow it out, gel it up.
Yeah.
no,
We're
I
just the
hated it.
bandana.
Dude, I hated it. It got to a point where it got parang sticky. It was sticking to the
Stick?
side of my scalp, and that's not a feeling that
Ooh.
I
Oh,
like.
dang. It's been that long.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that can't
yeah.
be good.
So I shaved
Yeah.
it off a few weeks ago. Still got the pictures though.
Yeah. The pictures will stay in our hearts forever.
Yes.
That's my week.
All right.
That's my
Can I just say that
Yeah.
every time you've said the word Annihilation,
Yeah.
I get PTSD for the Mortal Kombat
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Oh
That-
God! No, that's not the
in my
Annihilation I
mind.
watched. That's not the
No,
Annihilation I watched.
That's the anxiety I get, like fucking the terrible Cyrex costume, the
Oh
ugly Sonya Blade.
God! Oh God!
At first, I thought he was talking about the Lewis movie.
Yeah, me too. I was
Extinction.
going there, but it's
No,
extinction.
Extinction. That's different. Good God!
So, Miggy, what about you?
Okay, it's up to me now to try to save the world. I
Save
don't
the
know.
world. Save the girl.
Save the girl, save the world.
Yeah.
So gaming wise,
Yeah.
since we're done with the big Final Fantasy VII, we're now
Mm-hmm.
yelling at Raffy
Goddamn.
to do the things.
No, we've
Yeah.
sat in on his 2 streams.
There's a lot of
so
yelling
far.
so far this week.
There's been more,
Yeah?
but
Oh,
yeah, we've
have
been
there
yelling
been?
at Raffy a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've also yelled at Charlie when he beat the game, so that's cool.
Yeah.
But even though I'm all like, oh, I gotta get on Kingdom Hearts 3 next and see how shitty that game is,
Oh God! I gotta do that too.
I haven't been able to drop FF7 Remake yet.
It's so good.
Hard
It's
mode
so
is like really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It
I was
is.
expecting
it is.
it.
It's so
Oh.
good.
I did expect that, yeah.
It poses an actual challenge. Like, sure, you can still beast through certain enemy encounters, but then you get to that one that like
Yeah.
stops you,
Yeah.
and parang, oh my god, I can't believe I lost to these assholes, and you gotta run it back. you
Like
know?
the games,
Dude,
what
like
do you
call
the
it?
game's mechanics
Like-
are built for hard mode.
Like
oh yeah,
I-
dude, you
good.
can totally see that.
and I think I said one statement when I tried out hard mode from before. Like when you turn on hard mode, guns and knives become real guns and knives.
Sweet.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Dude.
2 gunshots will melt a character, even
Yeah.
though you're
Real?
at max
Holy
level.
shit.
Yeah, if you get shot without blocking, you're gonna die like a real person.
Cool.
Well, it
That's
takes
awesome.
more bullets than it would on a real person.
No, yeah, for sure. Way more bullets than a real
Feels
person,
that
but
way.
like it
the
feels
red
more
vignette
real.
comes closer and closer after each exchange of gunshots.
Dude, it's so
So it really
good.
is not just master the combat, but it makes it so like you need to master the materia system as well.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I swear some encounters require a certain gimmick build if you want to get through
Really?
it. Because you
Oh,
can't
shit.
just force it with regular
Can't
damage.
unga bunga it.
Like,
Unga it.
Yeah.
Aw.
Me and
You
Emile
can.
mentioned that
I'll do it.
the Corneo goons.
yes, the
in-
Corneo goons at the very
was it
start.
chapter 8 or chapter 9?
No, I think it, dude, like chapter 4, chapter 3.
No, oh, okay, you were that early. I
Yeah,
mean,
super
the,
early.
the Corneo goons in the Coliseum fight,
Oh, Coliseum
where it
fight.
pits
I'm not
like
there yet.
10 or more of them at the same
Oh,
time.
that one.
And like 4
Beck's
of them have
badasses.
guns.
Oh no.
And parang, I was like tearing my hair out trying to fight these guys for like 40 minutes.
Oh shit.
Oh, dude, if,
And
dude,
I
if I
thought,
had
like,
trouble
they're-
with the early goons, what about these fucking goons?
Dude, like that was a big wall at that point already.
Oh wow.
So it's like I had to make a specific gimmick build to beat them.
Oh.
But at the same time conserve my MP because I know that the house was coming,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Which is
you're
a
right,
whole
you're right, you're right.
entire different ordeal.
oh yeah, I've heard of it.
So fucking how I got through the Corneo goons was like I had that eureka moment where like, oh, what if I try this shit and it's magnify with fire gun.
Oh, that's really good. That's really
that
good.
took out more than half of them and like now let's dance.
Oh, yeah. Let's
Beast through
dance,
all of them.
asshole.
And then oh my god, the house, Hell House, on hard mode,
Ew.
more than an hour.
Oh god.
God.
Kept losing to it.
Yeah. I've heard you
So,
told me
it-
about the
Yeah, dude,
additional
it
stuff
does-
in that scenario.
So like bosses will have certain new attacks, maybe 1 or 2, or at the very least will up their regular attack pattern. So like example with the first Scorpion boss, when he preps the tail laser and shoots the debris that you have to hide behind, like it gives you 2 to hide behind, right? But you just need to hide behind the 1, then it's safe to go bash on it again. The Scorpion in hard mode will then now shoot 2 lasers in a row.
Yeah, that caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that caught like most people off guard too. You can bypass it by going behind it and all that, because it will always aim at the debris
Ah, okay.
if you're not exposed.
That's good.
So once it's shooting the debris, you can peek out and shoot with Barrett and all that, and
Right.
kick its ass. But yeah, if you weren't expecting the double tail laser, it could knock you out. Like it's a 1-hit kill at that point. So it's not just like the Platinum Games thing where we'll throw harder enemies in earlier zones in certain
Nah.
like enemy encounters, right? It starts doing that. aside from the stat buffs. And then I think the most prominent when it came to an enemy having new moves is the Hell House. Because there's a new move where he opens the door and 3 tonberries jump out.
Oh.
And that is not a fun time.
Yeah, I can imagine. Jesus.
Because I was like, you know when it does the move where it sucks you in and damages you on the inside? It'll have mild tracking properties.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you can still circumvent it by like going around it fast enough that it can't face you. So when it does this new attack and it was prepping to open the door with its hand, I tried to run around it, but it tracks you 100%.
Oh god.
Like it rotates in place following you and like, what the fuck is this? Then it opens the door and nothing happens, right? So like, what attack is this? Then 1 tonberry comes out.
Shit.
And I'm like, oh no. And then a second one comes out. And then a third one comes out. I'm like, are you fucking serious? I have to fight these 3 assholes. And I have Ares and Cloud at that moment, and Ares like, I can take them out with range, right?
Yeah.
But as I'm throwing range, it does a spell that tracks you at full screen and instantly kills you.
What? Instant kill?
Like it falls faster than you can react to it, and you can't dodge roll away. So Ares is dead. And Cloud is, I have to go melee them with Cloud. I do like triple slash. One of them just hits me with chef knife and I'm dead. Then it's game over. Just one attack from one of these assholes. For real? So you have to expect that they're gonna come out. And there is that window where they flop on their ass. Like they jump out, they fall on their ass, and then they stand up. You can already hit them then. So take them out before they can actually do any of their actions. Or at the very least, if you can avoid them fast enough, the house's attacks can kill these things that he spawns. So that's just phase 1 of the boss fight. Jesus. So I think this has 4 main phases.
Yeah.
And parang you remember the trials before fighting the house? You fight like the Beastmaster, you fight the Corneo goons, and you fight the robots, right? The sweeper and the cutter. Okay. Come the final phase, they just like I saw on the corner of my eye without any like character announcing it or whatever, the gates open in the back. And parang like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Can I just run away from the house? And like, nope, here comes a cutter and a sweeper that is high level. And like, wait, they're just part of the stage now too?
Huh.
And usually at that point, like the gun of the sweeper would be enough to kill a character also.
Oh god.
Yikes.
Okay.
So you have to defeat the boss before those 2 idiots come out during phase 4.
Interesting.
I fought this house for more than an hour. I beat it. And man, was it fun. But holy shit. That is a wall. That is not a house. Fuck, man. I've hit the point where you fight the Reno and Rude fight on the pillar. And like it's still really fun, but compared to the Hell House, nothing has been that hard.
Oh, so it is an actual wall
in a while. I think like Hell House just has a ton of life kasi and a lot of phases. That's what makes it difficult. And since it has a bunch of phases, it has a bunch of attacks. But the other bosses are still hard, but they're not as crazy as that set piece of house. Which, to be fair, in normal was also kind of a nightmare.
In normal mode, a lot of people,
tough-ass
we knew a lot of people who struggle on that boss fight.
Yeah. It really is like a progression wall in terms of difficulty.
It's also funny because you're fighting a fucking house.
It's a goddamn house.
So
are you
who
literally
shoots missile chairs at
so
you?
Kind of.
Oh no, you didn't hear anything, Raffy. You didn't hear anything.
But yeah.
So yeah, hard mode is just really fun. There are rewards for beating hard mode. Once you do like all the story beats, you get like extra VR missions, which pits you against 2 new bosses.
Oh.
So I can't wait for that. I just got Bahamut as well, and I was slightly disappointed that he wasn't as tough as I built him up in my mind.
Okay. Maybe he's just summoner Bahamut.
So yeah, he's a summon Bahamut. He is tougher than like the other form that you fight in the game.
He's not the Bahamut,
but he's not as hard as the goddamn Hell House.
He's not as big as the one in Advent Children.
Oh no, he's not. That was a different Bahamut. I think he had a different name.
Yes, the Bahamut and Advent Children. For you to reach him, you need to get your entire party to throw Cloud.
Yeah.
One at a time.
It's an actual
to reach
pro tip. a secret in Advent Children in order to actually watch Bahamut in the movie.
It's an ATB command.
Yeah, you have to watch all of these party members do that thing to Cloud.
And Kate Sith does nothing.
Yeah, and to think that, Sid had a high wind this whole time.
Could have just
tried.
They just
Maybe he could
forgot.
have used that.
Right?
Maybe he could have used that.
He was parking the turkey.
Yeah,
he parked that
Can't
turkey.
fault the man.
Right,
Yeah,
I remember.
It'd take
He
too
parked
long.
that turkey.
It'd take too long.
Yeah,
You have to pay the parking attendant, and you gotta go back out of the space, and then
Then you gotta unpark that turkey.
yeah. You unpark that turkey,
Yeah.
and then the
Shift it to
Bahamut has
overdrive.
killed our entire party, and then yeah. It's faster that
You
way.
just get the notification that Cloud is unconscious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, and then Sid will like curse a lot, then blame Shara.
God damn it! I am.
don't. Yeah.
How are
Verbally
they gonna do
abuse his wife.
How are they gonna
They
do
need
this?
to fix him, dude.
Yeah,
The 2 years
They
is
need
going to
to
be
fix
spent
him.
on fixing Sid.
I
Just
can't wait
that.
for them.
Yeah,
The
just
game
that.
is done.
Just
They
that.
just need to fix
That
it.
and his stupid minigame.
Also, I wonder how they're going to because you know how Sid has like a pack of cigarettes
Always.
always in his
Yeah,
goggles.
that's his nickname, right? Sig.
Yeah. Sig. What do you call it? He always has a pack of cigarettes like really tucked away in his goggles. And like I'm just thinking, so will he be smoking the entire time? And how will they address will he run out of cigarettes? Is it a magic cigarette pack that never runs
Is
out?
it gonna be
What's
rude
going
all
on
over
there?
again?
Probably a magic one. Yeah, like Rude in his millions of shades.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would love that.
That's
I would
probably
love
it.
So yeah, the hard mode is really built around the combat. Like I've seen people say like in combat like, why would this boss do this when I could just kill him with this move, ganyan, ganyan. And then in my head was like, yeah, because in hard mode that's actually when it matters. when you need to do specific actions to take down certain enemy types and really like memorize or at the very least assess beforehand.
Yeah.
Like me finding out that you can cast stop on Reno.
I didn't even know
Oh,
that.
He
can do
actually
that?
just gets hit by that and like, oh my
Huh.
god. That's just free damage.
That's actually super good because one of the things I hated about old Final Fantasy games is how they give you so much of this status bullshit material,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like silence, bio.
It never
Uh,
works on bosses.
No, actually, bio's pretty good. But like shit like stop or like frog or like shit like that, and
Yeah.
it never works on bosses. So you're like,
Right.
what's the point? What's the point of this? Why would I invest in this when it only works on normal enemies? Ugh.
And you can at that point you can just kill them with regular attacks, right?
Yeah, exactly. So,
So-
I'm glad for this. They didn't
Right.
just make all of the bosses resist everything.
Yeah. It's only specific bosses that have a resistance to almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
But usually they're still like bound to be affected by one thing. So like,
Oh, yeah,
he's
for
resistant
sure.
to everything except silence. You know?
Oh.
And that could cripple maybe one or two of his attacks. So stuff like that. So and if you've assessed them beforehand on normal, that still applies in hard mode. So you can just check your enemy intel and then memorize the boss fight before, because you know they're coming, right? Like once you've done the story, you know what to expect on the replay. So yeah, that FF7's combat is truly it's my big highlight outside of the crazy story and the graphics and all that.
So
Great.
good. It's so good.
It's super nice.
Have you tried out the triple lariat with fucking Barrett?
Not.
It's not as bonkers as I thought, but man, does it cause a lot of stun.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
It's
dang
pretty
good.
darn good.
Seeing Barrett
And-
spinning around with a fucking cannonball attached to his arm is great.
Yeah, and like the wide like area of effect that does is pretty solid too, and it gives you a ton of ATB. So yeah, I'm actually trying to do that with all the characters, just see what extra actions they all have, giving everyone parry, giving everyone deadly dodge.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know, I'm trying to max out 3 HP ups for Barrett just so he can have 9999
Oh god, yeah,
because
yeah.
you can do that.
Barrett's a chonky boy, man. Barrett's
He's a super
chonky
attack,
boy.
man. Actually bulletproof. That's super fun. So yeah, that's FF7. Like I should play something else, but when I feel like I'm in a gaming mood, I just pop it in. Like I'll just get to the next boss and it should be fine. Cut to 2 hours later.
I'm
So,
still here.
Yeah, you'll get there, dude.
Yeah.
In terms of media consumption, I've watched a new thing.
Oh.
It's not new because it's been around for like a year or two, but it's like I've seen it on Netflix too, but I've only watched it now. I've watched Kengan Ashura.
Oh, that's that Baki the Grappler looking shit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just Baki the Grappler.
It does look like
Like the premise, it's not as stupid insane as Baki,
Okay.
where people are inhumanly strong.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like in Baki, people can like swim for 20 hours and not need to breathe, right?
Swim
It's just like
across an Atlantic Ocean.
yeah, and
The
then
fuck?
break the foot of the Statue of Liberty and then swim back to Japan. That's
Yep.
Baki.
sure.
This one is a lot more grounded, but it's still about these crazy, strong, and like giant, muscular people, and it's a big fight thing. Like that's the purpose.
Cool.
Big fight tournament, and you see the different styles of martial arts come into play. And some people have gimmicks. Like a guy made his femurs into swords.
Wow.
Sure.
Weapons aren't allowed, but it's part of his body. So
Martial
Holy
arts.
shit.
and he's a doctor, so he knows how to do this
Martial
shit.
arts. Wow. Like,
So you're telling me you're telling me that somebody enters a martial arts tournament and turns himself into Baraka.
Yeah, man. Pretty much. But before
Or,
that, he does neji shit.
Oh, yeah.
Where he'll
Neji shit.
hit your acupuncture point.
Yeah.
Oh,
God, see,
fuck.
And it
that's
hits you so hard that it twists the skin.
that's
these are
the
go-
kind of doctor
these are-
fighter I expect on these in this anime. Like
Really?
in
Really?
Ippo, like there's a boxer in
Dude.
Ippo
Yeah.
that actually has that kind of mentality where I will.
Oh, the movie
Yeah, I will
fight. Yeah.
pimp-
Okay.
He knows your weak
Yeah.
points because he knows where they are in your human
Yeah,
body.
Yeah,
Sick.
dude, I was about to say that. I was about to say that, like, fucking all the people out there studying medicine, they're using it wrong. They
Yeah.
need to fucking punch people.
They're actually assassins in the making.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
It's
you
like
know,
Kabuto from Naruto.
you know exactly which button to press on the human body to make it disintegrate.
Exactly. I know all
But
your
no,
weak points.
this anime
But-
makes me want to have blades in my arms.
Yes,
Just
most
like-
buttholes are weak spots.
Just like Adam Jensen from Deus Ex.
He didn't ask for this.
Pritchard.
So
Blade arms,
there's actually
Pritchard.
one character there where he's a pro wrestler.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Does he have guns
No,
in
here's
his
the thing.
triceps? Is that
Is there kayfabe? Is there kayfabe?
Okay.
No, that's the thing. Kayfabe is part of it.
Cool.
Like
Okay.
he
Uh-huh.
puts on a show. So like wrestlers are actors,
Yep.
right?
sure.
So he'll take a hit, then he'll get knocked down, and the crowd
No.
goes like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that worked." Then
Dude.
even the protagonist's like, "Well, that was easier than I thought." Then he gets back up,
Fuck
and
yeah.
beats the shit out of you, and like wrestlers are good actors, right?
Oh shit!
Oh.
So
It's
his
part of his
martial
thing.
art is
Fuck
kayfabe.
yeah.
Yeah.
His martial art is kayfabe.
kayfabe.
It's wrestling moves. He is physically like super buff because here's the thing, Raffy, wrestlers don't block, right?
Oh,
No.
they take it all in.
They take it all.
Yeah,
Yeah, they sell,
yeah.
they sell.
Yeah, they take all the hits.
Yep.
So that develops every part of his body
Oh,
because
God.
he takes damage in all of them.
This sounds
so he
sick,
has no
dude.
physical weakness.
You're
This
not
sounds
attacking me. You're making
Dude,
me
dude.
stronger.
No.
Kayfabe is a martial art. It
Yeah,
is. It is
There's an
the
episode title
drunken
for it.
fist of the West.
There is one body part though that I can think of that even wrestlers flinch when this body part is hit.
Okay, which one? Which
When
one?
the low
The
blow,
low blow.
the low blow, brother. Even
But
Hulk
don't they
Hogan.
sell
Horrific
that too?
looking.
They sell
Oh,
that
ano.
pretty
I
hard.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but
that's
it still hurts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so.
They develop an armor for it.
Yeah, ball armor.
So like this wrestler guy fights a sumo wrestler, and then the sumo wrestler is all like, "This man doesn't know real wrestling," and he's all like, shitting on the guy.
Mhm.
But he does the kayfabe thing to that dude too, and it works.
Okay.
Cool.
And then there's a point, like when he brings up the point that wrestlers don't block,
Uh-huh.
the sumo guy does a really strong attack,
Uh-huh.
and then the guy takes it, right? The pro wrestler like takes a big hit, falls
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
Yeah.
and
He
then the
sells
sumo's
it.
like, "Why did he take that hit? He could have easily deflected it somehow to minimize
my
damage."
God.
Uh-huh.
And then he thinks he's won, but then the pro wrestler gets back up and like, "Ha, that's part of the plan. See, I told you we're great actors."
Oh shit.
Fuck.
And he
That's
goes on to
good.
that like the primary reason I
into
ended up
that.
watching this was I wanted to watch something I didn't need to pay full attention to,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw a clip of it on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
like a silly moment where a character tries to attack the main protagonist,
Mm-hmm.
and then it turns out she's a girl, and it's like, "I want to have your babies,"
Oh.
and then it freaks the protagonist out,
Okay.
That's her
Like
martial art,
Baki
being
shit,
a
you
girl.
But she attacks the guy, he
Okay.
fucking beats her, then she gets super
Oh.
wet for it. Because, like, "You are the manliest man," blah, blah, blah.
Interesting.
So that's some dumb shit. And like, right, Kengan Ashura, that's on Netflix.
That's something.
So I watch it. There's an English dub, which is perfect, so I can do it while I'm cooking, while I'm doing the dishes, while I'm building a Gundam kit and all
Oh,
that.
how's the English dub? Is it good?
It's like a lot of Funimation guys, and it's pretty good.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Migs, have you seen the English dub for Ippo?
No, I actually didn't.
But the voice of Kamogawa is in there.
And he's also an old man.
Like fucking Chris Sabat is in there too. The guy who does Vegeta and all that.
Could imagine.
I think my favorite part is the ref for the fights is the guy who does the ring announcements in Street Fighter 4.
Oh, interesting. So it's just Street Fighter 4
So that voice
voices.
is stuck in my head. Dude, it's the best. It's just him yelling. I can imagine, now fight your rival! Every single goddamn time. So apparently I've hit season 2 already without realizing it. Yeah, it's the second half of like the one big tournament. And it's just I think it's more fun than Baki, because Baki takes some
Baki's just
weird
crazy.
liberties where it gets really slow.
Baki's ugly.
Right, but you know the part where it slows down to a crawl, right? Because it's all exposition.
Yeah. Baki's not great at that. It's great at the
Yeah.
fighting part.
But then when it comes to a halt, it's fucking slow as shit. So this doesn't do that as often. There's a lot more fights. And the interesting bit is it's in CGI.
Yeah, so like Baki.
So it's not in the bad way. It's kind of like Beastars, where it's you can see the angles, but it's done in a way that it doesn't look ugly at any point.
Okay. Just like
And then they mix 2D assets every now and then.
Cool.
Some characters, when it's not important, they show up in 2D. Then when they have a key scene, they end up in 3D.
Yeah.
So there's that. The fights are always in 3D also, so you don't have to worry about that.
All right.
And yeah, that's just turn your brain off, watch big fights. It's fun, simple anime.
I might check that out.
I might also check that out.
I'm on
That
the fence
that
with that
sounds
before,
super sick.
because we have Baki before. And what is this?
Yeah.
Is this related to Baki, or is this...
Dude,
It
it looks
super
just
looks
like
like
Baki, I
it,
swear.
But when I saw the thumbnail, I thought it was like a side story of Baki or something.
Yeah.
No, it's different. Huh?
So yeah, Kengan Ashura on Netflix. That's an anime.
Something
I tried to watch the new Ghost in the Shell because that
I
just
also
came out.
did. I fell asleep.
But yun, yeah, since it's in it's Ghost in the Shell, so it's all exposition. It's dubbed in Japanese, so like I need to pay attention, which I don't have time for right
There's
now.
a strange disclaimer where due to the epidemic, we are trying our best to update
Sensitive material?
to update the voices for the English voice actors, because they're
That's
they're
good,
still working
because
on it.
the trailer is in
Yeah.
English, but then when you watch it, it's in Japanese. But like a lot of other Netflix animes like that, where they get like the US trailer, but like Cells at Work doesn't have an English
Right.
dub on our Netflix, so I'll watch it when I can, because apparently it's really good.
Really?
But Kengan Ashura is my turn brain off. I'll build this Gundam kit while I watch it,
Oh.
get two things done at the same time.
Oh, speaking of Cells at Work, a new trailer for that new version of Cells at Work came out, and it's been announced that in 2021 January, Cells at Work Black, the anime, will be coming out. You guys hear about that?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
basically Cells at
Raffy.
Work, but in reverse roles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Raffy,
gender bent.
how familiar are you with Cells at Work Black?
I know it's Osmosis Jones but the anime.
My man.
That's all
Yes.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's
right.
basically
He's
it.
right.
Yeah. So Cells at Work is basically Osmosis Jones, but anime, but with a lot of medical knowledge in it, as in it's really trying to teach you. But Cells at Work Black is a spin-off manga that happened by the official creators, and the anime is almost done with production. It'll come out next year. But basically, the concept of Cells at Work Black is, so Cells at Work is a normal body going through normal shitty things, right?
Sure.
Cells at Work Black is the exact same thing, but this body is the unhealthiest body ever. As in, this guy smokes, he drinks, he does everything bad, and the cells who work in his body are like stressed the fuck.
Oh man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So stressed that they changed gender roles for
Yeah,
this
pretty
show.
much, pretty much. The white blood cell is like
Massive
Yeah.
cleavage.
yes, massive cleavage
Tsundere
lady, and
white
the
cell.
red
Big
blood cell
sword.
is now this like jelly bean boy.
Jelly bean
With glasses
boy.
too, like all the archetypes. Plus the title sells at work. Black.
Yeah, very intense.
Japanese edge at the max.
Big
Yeah,
edge.
that is true.
It's so edgy. The Cells at Work one is very family friendly. It'll teach you all about the fun shit the body goes through. But this one, there's a chapter titled Erectile Dysfunction, and I haven't read
Oh my
it yet.
God.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
I can't wait. I can't
The
wait
red
for the
blood
anime.
cells can't get down there for some reason.
Yeah, it's like no matter how much I try to go down this road, it's blocked. I don't get it.
Something wrong with the brain,
Oh God.
or I don't know, something like that. Before I pass it on, I want to talk about like the model kits because there's no excuse not to build any of them anymore.
Yep.
That's
'Cause
true.
We're stuck in
The
here.
world has literally ended.
Like, it's about time. So I spent like a day digging up all my buried like unbuilt kits and then bring them like up front to a point where I can easily grab one.
Yeah.
So I put all the finished ones like deep into the realm of never seeing it again. Then I bring all the unbuilt kits up, and since I didn't want to start on a kit because I was looking for stuff to watch, I found an old Dragon Ball model kit that I built before, and then had the intention of detailing it afterwards. So I just snap built it. I didn't detail it. I didn't top coat it, whatever. So I spent last night doing all that. It's Goku from Dragon Ball, and since he has clothing instead of armor bits,
Okay.
I've taken more liberties with how I've applied like ink stains on it in the creases of the clothes and all that,
cool.
and it was just fun. I still had a can of flat coat left over.
Could be raunchy.
It could be raunchy. I was just huffing fumes all night, baby.
Fuck yeah.
Oh.
Spraying in the bathroom and just inhaling everything.
Oh, that's the
Using-
raunchy. Yes.
Using my mask for other purposes instead of keeping the virus
Yeah.
away. And fucking, it was turning out great, but at like the can was running out of paint contents, and the biggest piece in the chest was the one that I ran out of paint for.
Oh,
no.
So everything is in a nice flat finish, but the chest is in a sort of semi-gloss that I can't get rid of.
So it's like a tan line in the center of the chest.
Oh, it's like the middle part of his blue shirt is shiny,
Oh.
but compared to his shoulder sleeves and his
Yeah.
belt,
It's
like I guess he's just sweaty. I don't know.
Maybe you can give him an Iron Man style arc reactor.
yeah.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I could probably fix it by getting a new can and then spraying over it, and hopefully it will adhere to that.
But when are you going to be able to get a new can in
I
this quarantine?
fucking don't. 2021, man. When
Oh,
we finally
God,
get out.
Dude,
Oh,
that's also
God.
my problem recently. Like I want to do work on the model kits I have lying around, but I don't have the.
But you don't got the
I don't
paints
have
for it?
tools. Like I need some cement and some panel liners, and
Man, I don't even have model kits here. I want to do that.
Yeah, dude. I should have handed you guys the cheapy kits I still had over. At least something,
Yeah.
And after I finished the Goku, I started working on one of the high grades from the Gundam Build Fighters
Yeah.
line.
Mm-hmm.
And man, appreciating the new engineering that they have for model kits nowadays
yeah.
is like how what we call the plastic gates.
Yeah.
Is when the runner links into the plastic piece because that's where the plastic will fill in as it's being poured down the mold.
Yeah, the part where you
That's where
snippy
you
snip.
snap it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back in the day, or even a few years ago, those gates were like hella chunky.
Thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, thick. But in the past few years, ever since the Build Fighters line, I'd say second season onwards, maybe, those gates are like really not naman super thin, but thin enough that it's significantly easier to clean up the cut mark.
Huh. Cool.
And like going from a new kit to an older kit, or like just going into certain parts of the newer kit that still has a thick gate, just because like the part doesn't allow for a smaller gate, makes you appreciate like the new smaller changes that most people might not even notice when it comes to these. Like the engineering that Bandai creates for these collectibles and children's toys is like you get a greater appreciation for it. Plus, when it usually has one of those bigger gates, it's usually for a place that isn't exposed anymore. So like it's gonna be an internal part that gets covered by something else, or
that's good.
That's good. It's inside of like the armor bits, or something folds over it, etc.
It's as if they thought about it.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Going through that, like as the kits went on, it's just something that brings a smile to my face. And then when I think about going to an older kit now, like
it's hard.
This came out in 2005.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bitch to build.
I just recently finished one of the 30-minute mission model kits.
Yeah, that's like one of the super newer ones too.
Yeah, it's a joy to build because it's fun, it's new, and it's very convenient.
It's so
like
easy.
The runners are like less than 5 runners, and
they're all segmented
they
to
are,
like this is the shoulder piece, this is
like
the arm,
like the
sprue,
parts
etc.,
are
etc.
placed in the runners in a way that if you cut everything in this side, this is just the shoulder or the arm, and it will all make sense when you build it.
Exactly. Unlike usually where to build the shoulder you need to get 3 different
I hate
plates.
that. Like 3 runners just for one
It's kind
arm.
of a chore. So now like they're usually all like close enough together that you don't need to, juggle a bunch of plastic plates around to build.
Now that I'm probably gonna build another kit, but the things that I have now in my backlog, it's just like 2003 kits, like the Jin custom and some of the RG.
Gundam Seed days.
Yeah. So I can't imagine how hard it's gonna be, or how long it will take me to build those old kits compared to that.
It's not gonna be. It's not difficult, man. It's just like the cleanup is the challenge
for sure.
Because hot damn, some of those gates, or even like the seam lines, where now how they do the seam lines is they make it like they curve it around to make it look like complicated armor folding in on each other.
That's a new thing.
But back in the day, it's just like straight down the middle. Like you'll have a complicated shape or pattern that it follows, but nope, the seam line is right down the middle. 2 halves of a sandwich, and like that is not fun to clean up. Or if you don't clean it up, it just looks hella ugly sometimes. So yeah, Gundam engineering is like our friend iJohn from Long Live Play. He was yelling at me in Facebook like, dude, I have to build this perfect grade Strike Freedom. There's literally no excuse.
It's true.
He has a new baby, but even then, he'd find himself having hours of free time doing nothing. And parang he was giving me the updates as it was going on. Even when FF7 came out, he didn't like jump on it immediately. He played a bit and spent 5 hours on like the legs of the Gundam. So he was able to finish it in like a span of less than a week, but damn, I didn't hear from him for like a few days. Getting the occasional updates where I finished the waist piece and then nothing again.
Nice.
So for anyone who has like leftover backlog, because I know you do, you're out there.
Yeah.
If you're into Gundam, there's bound to be at least 1 or 2. Now is like the perfect time to do it.
Just need more accessible options to buy shit. Like seriously, I want to buy the new RX-78 HG Origin.
Oh man, all those new kits look really nice.
The RG Ava one. That thing's out now.
Yeah, the engineering on those are like looks insane. You don't even need to paint it now at that point. If like if you're like Migs where you don't have the proper tools to finish detailing a kit, the least you can do is snap build it.
Yeah.
And then when you do snap build it, you know what parts that you need to detail. Like, because sometimes you'll detail a part, but then it gets like overshadowed by something else. Like, it goes in an internal piece that doesn't even get seen. So you might feel like you wasted your time with that. So at the very least, if you snap build it first, you know what parts you need to detail. You know what parts to clean up. You know how it's built, so that you can at least plan around it better. Detail as much as you can if you have the options to, but otherwise, at least it'll be done in a certain way, right? At least once you do detail it, you don't have to actually build it anymore. So that's like most of the time spent, or at least half of it. So yeah, that's been my week. I built a robot, I painted a Goku, I watched the fight anime, and I'm playing the same game I've played for the past 2 fucking
Whoa.
weeks.
It's a good game. It's a
It's a
good
good
Yeah,
game.
it's a good game, man.
It's a good game.
So I guess I could take the ball.
Yeah,
From Migoy.
Nice. What kind of
A
ball, sir?
basketball.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh.
Because that's also
Don't forget to
some,
fake.
Yeah, that's also related to what I've been watching during the week.
Okay.
But yeah, mostly my week consists of just stuff that I do while working. So but when I'm working from home, I'm just trying to keep myself awake also. So usually I just leave a show or a movie running on Netflix just to keep me company.
Sometimes you play FF14.
No, you don't know that.
You don't know
You
that.
don't know that.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I don't.
Don't believe anything.
Don't believe me. Unreliable source of
Yeah.
information.
But no, so far what I've been playing is I'm back to Death Stranding, and I'm back to
Back in the chiral network.
I'm back to like playing FF14 again because of course I finished Final Fantasy 7. For Death Stranding, I'm not sure if you guys are okay with spoilers. Nah, probably not.
No, don't do it.
Nothing super major.
Nothing super major, but I guess from what I'm experiencing or from my progress in the game is I've experienced the most Hideo Kojima that has happened in this game,
I've heard things,
and
yes.
it's just
I have not.
probably just in the middle of the game, parang like I guess it's just crazy. Like this is probably one of those where Hideo Kojima out Kojima'd himself in a Hideo Kojima game.
Okay.
The man has no
The
limits.
man has
dude.
no limits, and it's
Mhm.
it
He's free.
is exactly, and we don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. And if anyone
Depends on the fan,
and
I guess.
If anyone has experienced what I've experienced during the game, it could only mean two things. One is that they won't like it because it's just batshit crazy, or two, they will be amazed on how
It's the best
it's the
thing
best
ever.
thing ever because this game director is an auteur. This is genius, galaxy brain,
Oh, yeah.
storytelling, and
Gadzooks.
lore. Yeah, peanuts in a cheesecake.
Dude, like at this point, like we all know where this is headed. We all know that Hideo Kojima just wants to direct a movie,
Yeah.
and I can't wait for it to
Yeah.
finally happen and see how
Yeah,
the
man.
world
No, it-
reacts. I want the most Hideo Kojima ass movie to get released, and it's just batshit insane, and I want it to be crazy.
It's just
What's it gonna be about?
It could
What do you
be
think it's gonna be about?
Raffy everything. It could be about everything.
It'll be about everything.
That's how Hideo
Dude,
Kojima
the
would
universe
roll.
of movies.
No, I'm not even joking. This is just
The most
Dude.
ambitious movie of all time.
Dude,
the movie
Dude,
about everything.
it will be so left field, but in the next 1 or 2 years, it will happen to society.
just like what's happening
it's
right
always
now
been
in
the
Death
case.
Stranding.
It's
Yeah,
always been the
yeah.
case.
Yeah,
Metal Gear
exactly.
about wars. Look at us now. Then again,
Metal Gear 2 about memes. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Wait, what?
yeah, dude, memes.
Yeah,
The
dude,
memes.
Metal
Snake.
Gear 2 was about memes.
The memes.
Yeah, they're
Jack.
even Revengeance.
Yeah.
The memes.
The DNA of the soul.
Is
like
that
they
the
just
for
went
real
on full
side?
Revengeance now.
Snake simulation. Yeah.
Pass it on to the next generation.
Dude, thank God he got kicked off Silent Hill then. Because fuck.
Oh, dude. Imagine if that happened. Imagine if your house turned into an infinite loop.
Yeah.
Just like this podcast.
Just like the demo.
Yeah.
That sounds like my kind of game, actually. But
Actually, aren't we
please
stuck in
don't.
our house? Like
Oh,
aren't we stuck in
no.
our houses? Aren't we
In an
stuck in the
infinite
infinite loop of our
loop?
house?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't have a hallway long
yeah,
enough
no,
to loop.
thank God I don't have a second
but-
floor.
but-
It's
But I
overlooking.
have been pacing around my condo, so it kind of feels
Oh
that
no!
way.
You have a
And
corridor
we keep
outside.
doing it
Genius
every
code
day.
jumbo.
Too goddamn much.
Oof.
So that's why I saw Norman Reedus the other day.
Yeah, on the hit show Ride.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I kind of
Right,
feel
right,
bad
right.
for Norman Reedus right now. He can't ride the motorcycle
Why?
outside
That's true.
I mean,
There
freedom,
are other
dude. He can literally
priorities,
still do
dude.
that.
That is true.
There are other priorities.
I mean, have you seen
The president of his country is telling them to inject like cleaning
that's
agents.
dumb.
Yeah, and
fucking
and-
Christ.
and have you seen the protests of like, do not cancel my golf season? It's amazing.
Yeah, dude.
That's so dumb, dude.
Oh
Priorities.
god. I wish America is
It's their right to wear a mask or
Yeah,
not.
dude.
I wish
Yeah,
America
but-
is
and
basically Hideo Kojima's version of America and not this reality's America. I think Hideo Kojima understands America more as
They're like
evident in
invisible
Death
ghosts
Stranding.
and time rain. Are you sure though? There's
Dude.
invisible ghosts and time rain.
Dude, the price of freedom is steep.
Oh,
Did you
God.
see the dumbest sign though that said like my body my choice,
Yeah.
but like she had like a mask on the sign, a mask on the sign. Tas parang,
It's very strange. We live in strange times.
Yeah.
Very strange times.
But yeah, that's my gaming week, I guess. I guess you could also count for the fact that I've played and streamed XCOM Chimera Squad,
XCOM.
and it's cool.
dude.
Dude, that came out
Yeah,
of nowhere.
came out of nowhere.
And for dirt cheap too.
Only
That looks
300
super cool.
plus pesos right now. Yeah, dirt cheap, and so far it's basically XCOM, but as far as first impressions go, this isn't as this doesn't give you that much personality or freedom when it comes to characters. Like you can still
Okay.
customize your characters, like give them different loadouts, try to edit or personalize their skills or abilities, but that's just it. Like they're not as deep as what they used to in the main XCOM games, like change your name, change your gender or race. So
Okay, so it's just game,
Yeah.
not extra
because
fluff.
in this game they've established actual characters now on your squad because
Ooh, there's
they have
a
voice they have
story.
voice files, so they interact with each other. It's like Mass Effect
good.
actually. Like it reminds me of how Mass Effect is. Like, oh, you have this
That's cool.
multiracial galactic XCOM police that's trying to kind of keep the peace in this post-XCOM world where humans and aliens are now living in harmony. So stuff like that.
Okay.
So far it's good. Like I like the new breaching mechanics because they kind of mix XCOM with CQB mechanics. So there's a lot of door kicking involved in this game.
That's what CQB means.
Yeah, baby.
Door.
Yes,
Door
close
kickings.
quarter
Right.
bombat.
Yeah.
Bombat
I mean that's no, what the hell?
battles.
Yeah, close
Battles.
quarter battles. So yeah.
He knows that.
Yeah, I know. Emile's tactical, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Discombobulate.
Discombobulate.
this Kyombobulate, yeah. But yeah.
Have you seen that new mix though? Of he's been cranking out new ones from the Discombobulate guy.
I know there's
Is
I know there's a
cranking out
create
new
your
ones.
own.
That's
yeah.
a really old meme. What the hell?
Yeah, it just caught on fire the same week that you discussed it. Emile.
Really?
Yeah.
Am I like a savant?
I
what
guess
the fuck is
so.
going
Yeah,
on?
you're in tune with the meme stream.
Yeah,
God.
that's true.
You're-
Have you seen the
I didn't-
10-hour version where it randomizes the
yeah,
sequence?
yeah.
That's what I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about.
I think
that's what I'm
that's
talking
the
about.
one I pasted before, like last week when Emile was
Ah, okay.
saying it, and he said, "No, I did post, I did pasted something different and much more funnier."
Yeah, have you guys seen the Choose Your Own Adventure one
Yeah,
where you can make
that
your
was
own
nuts.
combos?
That's good.
Yep,
Nice.
it's really good.
I have not seen
really
that
good.
one.
Yep,
There's a
yep.
we will discombobulate you.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Oh yeah. That was pretty good.
I
too.
wish there
That guy
is.
making money off.
I
of
wish
that
someone would create a stream channel on Twitch, which is just Discombobulate live, and
Oh.
shit.
people
No.
and people
Lo-fi list. Yeah.
and people can
Lo-fi
actually type in
discombobulate.
No,
suggestions.
discombobulate to study and chill too.
Yeah,
yeah.
sounds good.
To discombobulate too.
But yeah, on the media consumption, I watched a few. Yeah, like I said, I watched a lot of movies. But mostly it's just documentaries. I've watched one movie, which is Sergio, and it's based on the late UN diplomat Sergio de Mello. So it's based on the true story.
Not familiar.
And it's quite it's quite 1:1 when it comes to the facts. It's good. Like
what is it?
It's about UN diplomat Sergio de Mello and his fight for his life when a bomb has blasted their hotel in Baghdad, Iraq.
Oh.
When this is the time where they're trying to make amends with Iraq and trying to have the soldiers go home, like have the US soldiers go home. So they have the UN actually try to kind of fix it. Like they have UN, they ask help for the UN to fix Iraq. So that's it. And the cast is pretty good. Like they casted Sergio. They casted Wagner Moura as Sergio. So this dude is Pablo Escobar in Narcos.
Oh shit.
And
Okay.
dude, he's really good. Like he's a chameleon. And they also have who's that actress in Blade Runner? Ana de Armas.
I forget.
Ana de Armas is there, but yeah, it's a short. Well, it's not a short film, but it's a very grounded film. So it's based on a true story, and
Cool.
you can kind of learn something about it. So it's cool. It's great. And I think the other two documentaries or movies that I've watched that is worth mentioning is the first one is the Vince Carter Effect. I've watched that, and it's a short documentary about Vince Carter's time during the Toronto Raptors, how he came into Toronto, and what how it affected the city when you finally get a star that actually kind of put your city on the top.
Right.
So
right.
not only did Vince Carter, help the Raptors during the games and have, becoming his own all-star status, it also boosted Toronto's tourism for a bit.
Growth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Huh.
So it's cool. Like Vince actually did a lot for Toronto when it comes to the tourism side and all that. And
I've been meaning to watch that.
it's good. It's good.
Vince Carter's like one of those dudes that, one of the first NBA superstars that I chose for myself that I really liked.
Yeah,
like
same here.
no one was dictating it from me. Like no one, not like the people around me, not my parents, not people I know. It's just me. I like Vince Carter. It seems like no one else in my friend group really likes Carter. So
Really? Huh.
I'm interested to watch that. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Vince is also one of my favorite basketball players.
Yeah, he's so exciting and
Ever since that,
explosive.
the first time I watched that dunk contest that he first participated in, which is also in the documentary. And
for real?
Yeah. And it also
Nice.
the documentary also touched his time with Tracy McGrady, because Tracy is also an old teammate during his Raptors tenure.
Yeah. Also his
Oh,
cousin.
man.
Yeah, his cousin.
Also his
Oh
cousin.
man, I wish I had an opinion about
I'm sure you wish.
God, I have no idea what's happening.
but-
You might
So-
know Carter.
so- to
Okay.
kind of explain
Vince Carter.
what he to vaguely explain what he did is that Toronto has a new basketball team, but they suck, and Canada
Yeah.
is mostly known by other sports like hockey and
hockey.
baseball and
and
Baseball,
poutine,
soccer. I
Literally
guess.
everything else.
Everything else except
Yes, poutine.
basketball. And
Yeah.
the great
and
sport.
these cousins
Putin.
came into Toronto and changed everything. It kind of made the Toronto Raptors not a laughing stock because, oh look, you have cute Barney uniforms. Yeah, but now it's a household name during that time when Vince was there.
Yeah.
And other than that,
He gave the Raptors fangs.
yeah, sure. I mean, I couldn't say claws, but yeah, and
That's something
Both.
too.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
yeah, but not only that. Vince also, what they showed in the documentaries that he opened up a business, like a nightclub business, where
Really?
people can actually like mingle on, and basically he caters to the visiting NBA players. So
Oh.
people who don't
Okay.
know
That's
Toronto can just ask Vince, and Vince will just
smart.
show him around the city.
Yeah.
So that has helped Toronto be part of the map.
Nice.
So it's cool. Like it's something that well, I'm not sure if how it goes, but you know, on the business side, he has helped a lot of people know what Toronto is because of that. So it's cool.
Cool.
And it also touches his because he got traded yata, right? During his last
Yeah,
Did
to
weeks.
the Nets.
Did Toronto get super
Yeah,
mad?
and it's just one of those things that got blown off proportion. Like remember that
Yeah.
remark, like remember that comment, Raffy, where he says that dunks are overrated. And everyone
Vince
was mad.
Carter
Yeah.
said that.
Everyone got mad at him because he doesn't want to dunk anymore.
He's the
And
because his play style is a lot of dunks.
Yeah.
Like, he's an explosive high flyer.
yeah.
He made a name for himself with his from the dunk contest where he stuck his fucking arm
Yeah,
inside
dude.
the ring.
Fucking from
And he-
elbow to forearm. From elbow.
Yeah, from elbow to hand.
Yeah.
He
Put it in the
dunked
ring.
ball like that. Yeah.
That's a feat.
So for the guy who like revolutionized dunks to
Yeah.
say that dunks is overrated,
Yeah.
parang,
they showed the clip of that. Like, parang, nah, I'm good. I just want to do a layup. Dunks are overrated.
Tangina, bakit?
No, they explained
it's
it.
'cause he got
He
injured.
explained it. Like he was just fed up about the whole thing
So,
in management, basically. Like management screwed him over, and he just he didn't
So
want to be.
he basically became a dunk heel.
Yeah, basically a dunk heel.
Dunk heel. Okay.
So instead of when you're in a fast break and you're all alone, he
Yeah.
just goes, "I can dunk this, but layup,"
Yeah, layup.
and then just hear the crowd go boo.
Like Vince would
What a
just feign a
dunk
tomahawk,
heel.
but then he just like double pumps it into a finger roll.
Yeah.
But, oh.
May kayfabe din pala sa
Yeah.
basketball.
But yeah, Vince Carter effect's good.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
inspirational.
I'ma check that out.
It's also educational. It's good. It's good. You get to learn about the man. And speaking of the man, another documentary I've watched is The Last Dance. It's not
Fuck
even a
yes.
movie.
Last Dance?
It's a documentary
What?
series that is
Yeah,
that is played every Monday. Starting
Monday, I think, yeah.
it started last 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And The Last Dance is about the last season of the Chicago Bulls, like the last
Yep.
Jordan's last season in the Chicago
Yep.
Bulls, like his championship team. So it's Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, Tony Kukoc, Ron Harper of the Chicago Bulls,
Steve Kerr.
Oh, nice.
Steve Kerr,
Ron
yeah.
Harper.
So that
Green
championship
Damage
team.
Ron Harper.
So why The Last Dance actually? And it's actually they kind of explained it that it's one of who's that? Coach Phil Jackson's crazy ideas when coming in and heading into a new season, where he always has a theme in mind when going in on a season. And and for the 97 to 98 season of the Bulls, they're old. They're basically old players now and old coaches, and the Bulls management aren't really confident that they will get another championship and they are trying to go for a rebuild. They're planning for a rebuild, so they plan to fire Phil. Well, they did kind of release Phil for this season, but since Michael wanted him as the coach and him only, they brought him back for one season only. So that's why this is the last dance. It's their last dance as a team, like a championship
as
team.
a team, because management wants to blow it up because they're not confident now.
Yeah.
But like I don't
Rebuild.
understand.
NBA rebuild.
Yeah,
You
I don't
cannot
understand.
dunk.
You brought it there.
Only layups.
You cannot do this alone.
It's so weird because not just the documentary highlights that it's not just because they're getting old, because they're coming from back-to-back championships, right?
Yeah.
And they've gotten a three-peat in the past as well. The same team, right? The documentary weaves the narrative that it was mainly because of the team's disagreement with the GM at the time, which was Jerry Krause.
Jerry Krause.
Jerry Krause. Yeah. Instead of the team felt like they could still keep going and start winning, but like it's their fallout with the management that drove the management themselves to be like, no, we're gonna blow this up. This is your last year, and then from there it became like that's how Phil Jackson came with. This is the last dance.
Yeah.
Huh,
Yeah.
But,
Okay,
you know,
okay.
because those
It
things
gets super
happen,
interesting.
like inner
Yes.
management quarrels and disagreements, and it happens in this NBA team. Even though a lot of the people just know them as, oh, you guys are champions, you're gonna fucking win this championship next season.
You guys, you guys play the people.
You are gods. You won't get injured.
Yeah.
But
So it goes through. It goes through all the pieces of the of the team, right? They go to Jordan and they go to Pippen, and like what separated. Parang ganun, it's in its 2 episodes. It's structured that way that it's showing all the different pieces of the Last Dance and why this became their final season. Parang ganun. So we got to the Pippen one, which is.
I mean,
devastating.
Yeah, it's a sad fact that during that time, Scottie Pippen was ranked as the 122nd player among peers to have like in terms of salary, rank in salary.
His salary is the 122nd in the league.
Yeah, imagine
but
that.
This guy was playing as like the number 2 best player in the whole
five-time
league.
champion,
but
number 2 best player in the Bulls, and
his salary is 122nd.
Yeah,
such a grave injustice.
like imagine you're a computer senior programmer, but your salary is that of an account
Junior developer.
Yeah. So
Damn, dude.
That's part of why what was happening with the.
It's good. Like the documentary touches a lot of things about the players and the coaches. Like there's this one bit about Michael during his early years as a Bull, where he got injured really bad, and it goes full on anime, dude. I think Slam Dunk actually adapted this.
What?
The Kogura 3-point?
Basically, he got injured. He wants to play because he's the only one who's carrying the team. and management,
damn, dude.
Jerry Krause. Is it Jerry Krause now?
Krause.
Yeah, Jerry Krause told the coach, fine, Michael can play, but only for a total of 7 minutes in one game. 7 minutes.
Oh, wait. I think Slam Dunk did do
7
this.
minutes. And if he
Based off a true
plays
story.
a second more, you will be fired. And
I'll fire your coach.
yeah, I'll fire your coach.
God.
And dude, there was one crucial game that basically tells them you'll be going to the playoffs or not.
Yeah.
So the Bulls versus I think Milwaukee or
think-
another team.
I think it was the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers.
Was it the Cavaliers?
So, yeah.
Okay.
So Bulls are struggling. It's a back and forth. It's just without Michael, it's hard for the Bulls.
Yeah, yeah.
Final quarter, fucking Michael goes on 7 minutes. 7 minutes of play.
Yeah, 7 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter.
7 straight minutes.
And once he got into the 7th minute mark, it's only 30 seconds left, and it's tied.
Yeah. Yeah.
and
And
he was
then-
just fuming because just let me in, coach. It's fucking 30
Yeah.
seconds.
He at the end of his 7 minutes, a buzzer sounds.
Yeah, there's a horn from the
there's a
Bulls
horn
side.
that symbolizes Michael Jordan's parang
Yeah, time up.
summon time. It's like his Ifrit summon gauge is up.
Yeah,
and then,
or like his own,
Yeah.
like what's that in Evangelion? Like his battery pack is done.
Yeah.
The timer.
And then he has to sit down.
Yeah.
And there's still 30 seconds left in the game, but he has to sit
before
down.
he leaves the battlefield, does he have a sick ultimate attack?
It was called a free throw.
It was called a dagger. Yeah,
Because he got fouled.
yeah, he got
And then he has
bad.
the second he sank the free throw, he was out.
Yeah, he was out. It was
It's so great.
it was so,
It's so funny.
punchingly good because will
Yeah.
they win this? Thankfully,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dude
yeah.
who shot the last for Chicago
Yeah.
won the game. Like
Yeah.
they won the game
He-
because of that.
The funniest part about that was that when the voiceover is going like, oh, and then they passed it over to this man, and this man, he shot it, and it went in, and they send the ball it sends the Bulls to the playoffs or something.
Yeah.
Then it cuts to the guy on an interview. I don't know, just went in.
It's good. Oh god.
So good.
God.
I was laughing my ass off at that.
It's one of
Thank God it went in.
It's good, man. Like there's also one moment where they were battling the Boston Celtics in the playoffs. And the Celtics are a beast. Like they're really tall.
Yeah, dude. Fucking dynasty.
They have fucking Luke Walton. Is that Walton? Not Walton.
Larry Bird.
It's Larry Bird.
The older
dudes.
Daddy Walton.
Yeah, Daddy Walton. So all these all these vets was basically towering over the Bulls, and Michael played a hell of a game on game 1, and then before game 2 happens, Michael played a game of golf with one of the players there.
Oh,
Right,
is
right,
this
right.
where Space Jam happens?
No, but
No.
but
No.
it's
No.
implied
Damn it.
where Michael
yeah.
is a known golf aficionado,
Gambler.
so they usually just play
okay.
golf casually.
Yeah,
But during that time,
Yeah.
like he was playing golf with another Celtic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because I think they're good friends anyway, so it's fine. Like player to
think
player,
so, yeah.
casual golf playing, sure,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
But then, like after the golf game, he came. Like Michael came up to this Celtic dude, and he kind of warned him, like better tell your boy DJ to, ano yun, parang lace his
I
shoes
got
up.
something for him.
Yeah, I got something for him.
Okay. Kasi sa so in when they were playing golf the day before their big game together,
Yeah,
they were
game
playing
2.
with each other in golf. For some reason Michael Jordan was bad at golf that day.
Yeah,
And like the Celtics guy kept like talking trash to him.
yeah, like
And Michael
friendly
Jordan
jabber.
doesn't
God.
like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Michael Jordan does not like that
It's
one
fucking
bit.
competitive.
So he dropped at the end of the golf game. They were going home. He dropped off the guy, the Celtic guy, to his place, and then when he was dropping off the Celtic guy's friend, Michael Jordan says to him, "Yo, tell your boy DJ I got something for him tomorrow."
Yeah.
And
And-
then
and-
when the game comes, 64 points.
Yeah, and this DJ
no.
is actually a known defender in Celtics.
Yeah.
So he's good at defending. And
Yeah,
Jordan fucking dropped
Lit
64
him
this
up.
boy. And
Fucking 64
Yeah.
points.
and there's this quote from Larry Bird actually during that game where he said that I don't think Jordan is playing like God during the game. That's God playing as Jordan during the game.
Yeah, that was a god.
no.
This guy is this Michael Jordan.
Yeah. It's good. Like this documentary
Sick,
is good. Like if you're a Jordan fan, if you're a Bulls fan
Love it.
before,
Yeah.
Watch it. If you're not familiar with basketball, it's also a good watch. Like it's a good
also good.
basketball documentary.
You'll find out how anime real life basketball
Yeah, dude.
is.
It's
shit.
good.
Looking like fucking All Might over there in my head. Like after the 7 minutes of basketball god,
Yeah.
like
Watashi
Jordan
wa
shrinks
kita.
down. Yeah. Jordan shrinks down
Fucking
into
deflates.
Yeah. And he has his grocery bags, and he has to sit down.
Domesticated Jordan.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Super good.
But yeah, that's my
Love
week.
The
I
Last
think
Dance.
Raffy could
Oh.
kind of add
Oh, yeah.
more on that documentary since you
Yeah.
also watched that.
Oh yeah, that was basically it. Sorry, Emile, what was it?
No, I was just about to say, yeah.
Yeah?
I do believe Raffy has accomplished like a lot this
Oh
week.
yeah,
Oh,
He's
so
the big
many.
boy. The man of the hour, the
But
best.
the man of the nope, I'm still not there yet. I don't understand what you mean. But yeah, I've been playing FF7 on stream. Dude, that game is so fun. Thank you so much for buying it for me. It's so awesome.
Happy
Like,
birthday!
yes, like I just can't get enough of like specifically the combat. Like the story and all that is kind of fine so far. And like I feel like that stuff on all the lore and the world building will get me harder if I have the nostalgia for it.
Yeah.
But like it's the combat that I think about, that I keep returning to. Like it's just so satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
It's-
we've been
it's
already
just,
3 episodes in of just talking about
Yeah,
the game's
yeah.
good combat system. It's
yeah.
really well.
It's just so satisfying to play as, and it's such a smart idea to keep attacking with the square to build your ATB gauge. That is good. Like instead of just having a straight up timer to signify ATB, you can increase it by attacking square, so you can play it actiony that way. It's great. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
Super great. Super satisfying. Like the stagger system is fun. Like the way you can pause and do tactical mode, and then not really pause, like time stop, kind of like throw everything into a super slow motion. That feels super fun as well. It kind of triggers my Mass Effect like muscle memory, kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
because it's kind of
Makes sense.
similar. Like when because I was wondering, why am I getting used to this combat a lot faster than I think. I'm attacking, and then I'm switching, and then I'm pausing. Where is that muscle memory coming from? So yeah, I think it is from Mass Effect. Like when you start shooting, right, and then a cooldown becomes available, and then you switch to that player. You space to pause time. You do the skill, and you start shooting again and switch. I think that's where it's coming from. So yeah, my main qualms though is that the thing we talked about on stream, which is after the big bombing run in the first, like it bugs me that there's a narrative dissonance between the characters being all cheery that they did the mission, and then all around them is just devastation. Like everyone's flung from their homes. We like maybe millions dead and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like it feels like a victory moment to them, and like I couldn't get over the fact that we weren't helping any of the people. We're just gonna go home now. We're gonna leave them to their misery.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
actually, like as soon as the members see the destruction, I remember all of them going like, "Yo, are we the bad guys? Is this us? Did we do this?" And then Barrett goes full on like cult leader. Nah, I gotcha. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
yeah, yeah.
I'll take all the responsibility.
Yeah.
Even
Whatever
your
your
fees.
yeah, even your fees, your worries, your concerns, I got you. Yeah.
Even your fears. Yeah, but
Yeah, which for me actually speaks to like Barrett's charisma as a leader. Like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
if you've been hanging out with this guy, you get hyped
Yeah,
too.
dude.
You know,
Be preaching.
yeah. If you,
Because no one else does.
if
Not
you've
like
been
him.
like, I really think if you've been listening to Barrett and you buy into the narrative of save the planet you'd get into it, and you'd have to turn a blind eye to like all of this collateral damage. So like, for me, I really like that they inserted the moment of doubt, because like it shows that they really want to do a good thing, but they're like, yo, this is kind of heavy. This is kind of heavy.
Right.
It's also in this moment
I'd like to see.
where,
Okay.
like, if you, I mean, you guys also noticed that we're during the first mission, everything's kind of, wait a minute, this looks unreal. Like the game's dialogue, the script, what these people, what these aliens dressing as people are trying to say. Like this doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound
Sometimes,
real.
yeah.
But after the bombing run, once chapter 2 starts, things got real good when it comes to the script department. Like they just talk like real people. Just that from that moment, everything they sounded real. They sounded like people now. And it's
I am kind of.
You get those moments where like the emotion breaks out of the cartoony character that they're trying to portray. Raffy, like those concerns are real.
Okay.
You're just not there yet, man.
Good. I'd hate to see, like I've been telling you guys, the worst thing that I want to happen is that they just brush over it. That this is this, you just have to get used to it, player.
Yeah.
Like it's this is how it is. I'd like to see them address that, and I think it's beginning to do that with how Tifa is becoming like the voice of the doubt, essentially, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And if you walk around, Raffy, you'll notice no one is on board with this avalanche bullshit. Like, listen to the NPCs. I swear.
Yeah. I hear a few of those. Like, it was just at the moment, it felt like very.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I really think you're supposed to feel that disconnect because,
Good.
like, even in the original game, you're like, wait, are we the bad guys?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was watching you stream this, Raffy, and like on the way home from the train, remember when Barrett gets into an argument with the Shinra guy? Yeah. And like Barrett's trying to like, yo, no, we're doing the good thing, right? If you keep talking to Barrett after that, he actually says, damn it, we're the good guys.
Oh,
He's convincing
he
himself.
actually says that. So you
Cool.
can hear some
the
doubt
good
in his
guys,
voice.
damn it.
He's
That's
like, "We're the
great.
good guys, damn it. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
try to
great.
talk to
Okay.
everyone twice.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Just
I haven't
exhaust
been doing
until they
that.
start looping
Right,
the
yeah.
dialogue.
Like think of this as
I
Mass
haven't been
Effect.
doing
Like
that.
treat it as a game with a lot of dialogue, and you really don't want to miss it.
Empty the dialogue options. Empty it. Empty it.
There's a lot of dialogue in this game.
Cool.
Also, Raffy, you just hit that point too where you get to that new section where you have to drive topside, right?
Yeah.
To get new blasting agents.
Yeah.
And the motivation for that is Jessie did not like what happened with the bomb, right?
Right,
She blames
right.
herself for it.
Right.
So it's actually all there. It's just that think of it as they're doing the whole happy act because that was their first run.
And they're successful.
And while they did succeed, they saw the thing, but since they want to go through with the next one, they're actively trying to convince themselves that it's for the good, like the greater good of everything.
It's like sunk cost fallacy. It's like, no, we've gone too far.
Right.
Like my brain can't convince myself that I'm doing a wrong thing anymore.
Right.
Or if
we're in too deep. And then like Barrett is there to reinforce that because he can see the doubt on everyone and is trying his best to hide it like to other people because he's also doubting himself hard. There's a really good like line drop to Barrett in the very late game that you should probably keep an eye out for. Because like all of this gets like addressed. I'm not gonna tell you when, but
Sure.
there are moments where you're right in feeling this way.
Yeah.
Good, great.
What do you call it? Just to kind of flesh that out a little bit more, I will straight up say that Barrett gets called out for his bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. There is a moment that is not present in the original game.
Yeah, it is not.
Where
It is not.
Where characters do not meet face to face in the original, but do so in this one, and then there's a discussion that happens.
Cool. Okay, then I can sort of like calm myself from that then, because
Yeah.
so far that's been the one that's been nagging me that why is it so weird? But then I'm so happy that
What do you call it? But as somebody who didn't play the OG, how are you finding it? How are you finding it so far?
It's just great. Like I first of all, obviously it's super pretty. Like the graphics is awesome. Like it just transitions from cinematic to gameplay, and it's so just smoothly, right?
It's just flawless,
And it's all
isn't
game
it?
rendered,
It's
dude. It's so pretty.
It's so amazing. I've been a big thing is the music, right? I've been trying to figure out why this music is hitting me the way that it does, because I don't have I don't have the memory for it, right? Because I had such a
that's
limited
the nostalgia for
Yes,
it.
because
Yeah.
That's actually the weird thing, because I've been observing people who are fresh to the series who have no nostalgic attachments to this.
Yeah.
And like when the music hits me, I know it's because, I played it.
It's aimed at nostalgia.
Right.
In 1997. But
Right.
like for some reason, it's also affecting people who are hearing it for the first time, which speaks to like, this is a really good fucking soundtrack.
To me it feels like I've spent time with the soundtrack, like the classic soundtrack, and in that it's so familiar to me, and that hearing it in a different arrangement like puts a smile to
in a
my
different
face.
way.
But
Despite not playing the original game.
the big kick is I've never spent time with the soundtrack. I don't have it on Spotify. I've never purchased it. Like I just know these themes from like Antecedent Matters,
Supplemental
like
hearing.
Yeah,
You've just
some
picked
of
it
it
up via
was
osmosis.
yeah, it was some of it was in Advent Children. Some of it
Yes.
from
Kingdom
playing it
Hearts.
with my cousin all those years ago.
It's
Like-
in Smash.
Yeah, actually in Smash.
Is it?
There's a Cloud.
Okay, so-
Midgar
Some of them, the
stage,
cloud
yeah.
themes. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fight theme is in Smash.
So just I'm just happy that it's hitting me this way also. Like hearing the opening theme, that's great. Like the piano ding 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 ding, that's so cool. Even Tifa's theme I super love, and I don't know why, because I don't remember it from the last game. I hear it and I've heard that somewhere before, and
It sounds
I feel
like
I've,
home.
Yeah, I feel like I've listened to it for hours on end, but I really haven't. That's such a weird effect. Like, and it's not across all of the songs, thank God, because like when I picked up Barrett's theme the other day,
Oh god, I
was like,
love that.
I feel nothing about this. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
There's
actually
a
trying
control
to
sample.
hunt
Yeah,
for-
there's a control sample basically that okay, this one, okay, I'm not just making up feelings.
Yeah.
This one, there's nothing. Okay, good.
I was talking to Raffy about the Barrett theme specifically.
Yeah.
And Raffy was going on like, man, I'm not really feeling anything for this song. And I'm like, that's the reason why there's only one version of it.
Yeah,
In this
I was
game.
actually hunting for a different
Okay.
version, and I hope they would do another
Yeah.
remix on the future game, because that theme is just straight up wonky. Like it's so good. Like it's like though
It's the theme when he starts stomping his foot like a crazy
it's in the
madman.
Avalanche HQ
It's
theme.
the kayfabe theme. Okay.
Probably Kayfabe theme, yeah.
My main memory attached to that song is in the original game. He turns to Cloud and says, "Yo, Cloud, don't tell anyone, but I actually don't know how materia works. Can you teach me?" That was the original
real?
materia tutorial. Yeah. It wasn't Jesse. Back in the original game, he's like, "Yo, Cloud, I don't know how this shit works. Please, don't tell anyone."
So good.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's cute. That
Yeah,
should have
yeah,
made
yeah.
it. 'Cause-
What, like the kayfabe comes off.
yeah, yeah.
I wish they have a new
Yeah,
version of that.
Dude, I really like. That's one of the things I wished like stayed true to the
Yeah.
original. Doing it with Jesse is nice, but like I really like the whole kayfabe Barrett. Like,
Dude, Barrett is way
He's-
too cool in
Yeah,
this
dude,
remake.
he's way
dude,
too
he's so
handsome.
cool. He's so
Like
cool.
Okay.
dude,
He's so
the
handsome.
designers actually
Yeah.
made a crutch by giving Barrett shades constantly, because without shades, Barrett is just too handsome.
I don't want to see the emotion in his
Yeah, you
eyes,
might cry.
Dude, he like without the shades, he's actually really pretty because they've done the Bancho thing to
Barrett.
to Barrett, wherein he has really expressive eyes.
Yeah.
and
more so than other
He's a
characters.
JoJo.
yeah, and
He
when
has
he
JoJo
takes off
eyes.
the glasses, like for example, on the train ride back from the first bombing, he says to Cloud, some people don't have the luxury of choice, and then he takes off the glasses, and you're like, oh man, this man, he really cares. Fuck.
And they do the nice thing with the shades where they angle it the shots of his close up, wherein you only see one eye through one of the
Yeah.
lenses.
Right.
They do that
You get a
so
peek of
much,
his
and like,
soul.
damn, that's cool.
It's
Yeah,
so
like
great.
there's just enough emotion, and
Yeah.
like, man, this man with the big gun.
Yeah, dude, the shades are the kayfabe. When he's wearing the shades,
Yeah.
kayfabe mode is
Kayfabe
Pro
on.
wrestler.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
when it's off,
Yeah.
it's for real.
Yeah.
Real Barrett is without the shades. Dude, just
Combat
hearing
Barrett.
Barrett talk to Marlene is the best thing
Yeah,
ever.
Oh, dude, he doesn't care who's around anymore. at
Yeah,
that point.
it's like, Molly, my sweet
my
baby.
little angel, how
my,
you doing?
my little sweet pea.
Sweet pea.
Shades. Kayfabe Barrett.
Oh
is
my
the
god, Barrett's so good. Ultimate overcharge, maxed
So-
out at every battle.
So like, any
Yeah.
other thoughts, Raffy?
That's it so far.
Actually, I have a question,
alright.
or probably
Yeah.
something I wanna also share about
Alright.
the game, because this is not really like, there's this one flaw where people playing this fresh and without any knowledge of the OG, they will fucking be confused to who
Oh,
Sephiroth
dude, this game is confusing as hell. It doesn't tell you anything.
because in this remake they introduced Sephiroth very early on, and it's just
Yeah, way
It's-
early.
like,
which he
I
shouldn't
would-
be in,
He shouldn't
in the
be.
original
Yeah, I
game.
would like to ask you, Raffy,
okay.
like, did it confuse you? Like, who is this guy?
Well, Raffy's seen Advent
Yeah, I
Children,
guess
so
so.
he knows who Sephiroth
and
is,
his
right?
yeah not totally confusing, like the idea of it of a main character with a shady past and a guy haunting him, like that's been around in other media, so
Right.
I feel like that's not that didn't throw me for a loop. All I felt from it was maybe, oh, okay, so this is the ghost that's chasing him, and this is like the sins of his past coming to haunt him, something like that. Like,
I
okay,
see, I see.
okay.
Yeah, because
and
to
I
anyone
also okay.
yeah, to anyone who's just playing
Yeah.
it blind without even any ounce of knowledge of Advent Children or Kingdom Hearts, a lot of people are gonna be fucking confused. Like, who is this man?
Yeah. Because in the original game, Sephiroth doesn't show up until like a good chunk
Yeah,
of the
like,
game.
you don't
actually.
see him really.
Yeah.
After
during
a
the
few
game.
discs, ba?
He
No,
doesn't
no,
become
no.
a
You
You
real
don't get to
villain.
fight
Like,
him until
he's
this
the,
3.
You don't see the real one until the last game. The last
Yeah.
He's
section
dead.
of the game.
I know
Exactly.
it was a big deal because he was part of your party at some point, and then my cousin put all his good material on Sephiroth because he's like, oh fuck, Sephiroth's so cool, and then
But
he's
his loadout is already like kick ass. Actually,
His
Yeah.
loadout's
if you
real
don't take
fucking
it,
good.
yeah, but,
it's also oddly specific, especially for the max level cap of this game.
Yeah, what do you call it? There's this. I recently watched Super Eye Patch Wolf's video on FF7, and he explains this really well, actually. And that's part of the that's one part of the remake that I'm kind of conflicted on, because in the original FF7, like, Sephiroth is nowhere to be seen in this part
He's
of the
ominous.
game. He's
Oh,
only
yeah.
spoken of in name, and then later on you get to experience who Sephiroth is to Cloud via his flashback explanation, right? And then you get to play as Sephiroth, and then you get to experience battle mechanics wise how much of a badass this man is.
Dude,
and
he's so strong.
Like I was just like kind of concerned because like how FF7 originally does it sets him up to be like this mythical figure, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I really want this remake to be able to capture that too, you know? So like while I was playing it in the early parts of the game, I was like, yo, they're showing Sephiroth this early, and I'm like, I wonder how this is gonna impact how people who are completely blind to this are.
right.
Right. Also, like that could be for the next game. But for this version, they show Sephiroth way too goddamn much, I'd say. Like, he shows up real often.
I really think this remake is primarily for the fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's primarily for people who have a background, but at the same time, it was designed in a way that if you have no background, you can still jump in, I think.
Which it should be, because that's still going to be the wider array of audiences who will experience this.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like, if you have no knowledge of anything FF7, this game doesn't go out of its way to explain any of that either.
I guess so. Yeah.
So don't expect certain bits to be, answered. Like those hooded Magic the Gathering players.
Yes.
Magic the
Yes.
Gathering.
What?
You need to talk to someone about that, Raffy, because the game is not
okay.
going to tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
The fuck?
like,
it's such a big
I
part
want-
of the early game, though.
Yeah, I want Raffy to like fully go through that, then have his thoughts afterwards, because I want him like completely blind for that.
Do
I'm
you
not gonna
guys know
talk-
what it is?
Yeah, it's in the OG.
Oh yeah, we know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it in the OG?
The hooded people, yeah.
I thought it wasn't. I thought the
They're
mentors
more
were new.
like the Dementors are
Oh,
new, but the hooded dudes, like your neighbor who's taking that massive shit that wakes you up at night.
Okay.
Shit.
They're more accentuated in this remake,
Uh-huh.
but they did exist before. So parang that's a thing that they're saving for the next remake.
Oh, dude,
I
it got
see.
expanded so much from this guy R6.
Yeah. Has diarrhea.
Yeah,
Developing.
I thought you were
Fucking
talking
red
about the
players.
Dementors. Because
Oh.
what the fuck?
oh, that's new. That's
No,
completely
the
new.
Dementors are new. The Dementors are new.
Okay.
The flying buttholes that suck your life.
So just think about that for now, I guess.
Sure.
So, Raffy, anything else?
I've
Oh,
been
you don't
so
have
happy.
to just play the game. It's
Yeah.
What
fun.
about the other game that you
I'm
finished?
so excited. I'm gonna stream FF7 next week. I know. Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, boy.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it tomorrow.
tomorrow,
Yes, I'm so excited.
Oh, I hope you're having fun at us yelling at you for.
Yo,
you know,
yeah, for
Oh,
sure,
man.
for sure.
Do combo right,
The thing
Raffy.
I like
I've been
about-
trying to unga bunga.
The thing I
so
like
hard.
about this
Unga bunga
Raffy
cloud.
stream is that all of us
Yeah.
in chat are just fucking reporters or news editors headlining what's
Yeah, what is
happening
that?
in the game. We're basically just the Shinra Daily.
Yeah. We're the
I
Shinra
like
Daily.
it. Like everyone's
Yes.
on board of just saying, Justin,
Shinra
big knife
reacts.
man.
That's us.
This just in. Big knife incident gets
Yeah.
bigger.
It's good.
Local man discovers fire.
Why is that? I felt like I missed that. Why that came into fruition? why are you just
I don't know.
reporters?
Blame
See,
Emile.
big
I
scoops.
guess.
Was it?
No.
I think Emile started it. I think he did.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just something I do on
Yeah.
streams. I don't know why.
And now it just became this in Raffy's stream. And I like it. Like, it's so meta.
Please.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Shinra has a lot of
Yeah.
employees.
Yeah, and
They're
Shinra controls the news,
Yeah,
man.
the media.
Yeah. So
This electric power company
Yeah.
controls the world.
controls everything basically.
Imagine if Meralco had like a news reporting
God.
channel.
He has his own troll army.
Imagine if Meralco had cars inside their like main building. Mm-hmm. That would be kick-ass.
Local Boonga discovers fire.
use
one
it
of my favorites.
for food.
How much did that blow your mind? How
What?
like a weakness could be
No.
that powerful against certain enemy types?
I knew it. I did it on the spider. I
No,
did it
he
on the
knew, he
spider.
knew,
It
he
was
knew,
there.
he knew.
No, but then you forgot for like 2 hours,
Yeah,
and
because
then you
I
use
was
it on a guy, and like he just died immediately.
no,
Just
because I
died.
just like smashing things.
Yeah.
I don't want
No, it's fun.
I don't want to
it's a good
cast.
feeling.
It's
a
fun.
good
Yeah,
feeling
yeah, yeah.
ungaing. And I
Yeah,
will
yeah, yeah.
I will admit that for the first half of the game I was ungaing it
Wait
up.
a minute.
Yes.
Oh, you can totally unga bunga your way through up until like certain bosses,
Uh-huh.
because some will demand a certain gimmick from you
Actually,
every
where
now
did
and
this
then.
Unga Bunga started? I forgot.
From the fighting
It's
game
a-
community.
It's a fighting
Okay,
game
okay.
term.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember when did you associate Raffy with Unga Bungaing?
Uh,
I said it.
Oh no, he
I
did
said
it
it
himself.
himself.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. He
I'm
said
gonna-
I've heard it
himself
used
up.
in. I've heard the term used in like even trading card games where it's just the dumb beatdown
Oh
deck.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Stompy Green, Unga Bunga.
Yeah, unga bunga deck. Nothing
Mono
but
red.
smash
Mono red
face.
is
Yeah.
Stompy
Red.
Green,
Mono
Mono
red is
Red.
a
Those are
very
Unga Bunga
complex
decks.
deck, guys.
No.
Actually, yeah, monored is not. It's not stomps. It needs to be stomps.
No, it's
No,
worse than
like-
stomps,
Physical
though, but it's
stomps.
complex.
In my heart, red decks are goblin decks, and they will forever be Unga Bunga.
Oh. It's so complicated. You have to do the math. You gotta be 4 steps
No.
ahead, man.
No.
Steamkin math,
No,
baby.
you just put them sideways.
Just cast 20 shocks.
Yeah.
and
Just
you'll
put
get
them
through it.
sideways. Send those goblins to the other
God.
side.
Yeah.
I don't even use.
I'll see you in the
use
live stream.
goblins
Yeah,
in my
dude.
red deck. I only use sideways space monkeys.
Sideways
Which are also
space
goblins.
monkey.
Oh, sideways monkeys
Yeah,
rotated
I know.
out though.
Yeah,
I miss my
Gone.
red deck.
Anyways, Raffy, anything
Yes.
else happen in your week?
I got a lot more stuff that happened in my week. Near Automata, which maybe we'll save for the last part of the episode, or we'll record the spoiler
baby.
cast after.
Ooh.
After
I think
this,
maybe we should separate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
separate.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Other things, Fallout still happening.
Yeah, we just watched you.
I've been doing the New Vegas still. It's gotten to a point where I think my gear is so good that I'm searching the wasteland for people to test it on, but it's not as actiony. It's not like
Nice.
New Vegas isn't as actiony as say Fallout 4 or Fallout 3
Yeah.
because it's made by a different studio. So basically I'm running out of encounters. And whenever I run into a Deathclaw, I like obliterate it in like 4 shots, and it's like it's not satisfying.
Need further testing is required.
Yeah. So, and since I put all my stuff, my stats on combat stats, like unarmed, my guns, my laser weapons, all my check stats are super low. Like my speech is low, my barter is low, my science repair, all the things you need
no.
when you're talking
So
to.
Unga Bunga.
Unga bunga.
Unga Bunga.
Basically, that's the problem right now with my Fallout, because since there's not everything is solved through Unga Bunga. Like I can't
God.
progress certain
like-
missions.
My gun is so strong, but I can't talk to people.
Yeah. I can't progress certain missions because there's a speech check of like 50. Let me check.
Holy shit.
What's my speech at? 3. Well, it's gonna be a while.
My character can barely say apple.
Yeah. And that
Gone.
reflects too, actually. That reflects too in the text. If you have a low rating for a check, the text that you're gonna say reflects that. So if you have low intelligence and you get asked like, what do we do with this reactor? Something like this, like if your intelligence is low, like you can maybe try to hit it or like try to turn it on and off again. But when your intelligence is like 10 or like a high number, you come out with the solution itself, and the check corrects, like the check goes through. Parang ganun. So it's cool that they give you that flavor of like Unga Boonga, I don't know what to do with it. But if it's high, it goes, yeah. It's great. So I'm stuck in that loop. Like I'm trying to convince a bunch of cannibals that, because there's a
That cannibalism is wrong.
that cannibal, yeah, basically that's
But
it.
instead
That
you
cannibalism
go,
is
But
wrong.
instead you go, Unga
there's
Bunga,
a-
me so hungry.
Yeah. Ano yun? It's weird because like a lot of the game is checks. A lot of the game relies on you not solving things with your fists, but like my unarmed skill is at 100. So yeah, I'm trying to convince a bunch of cannibals because they're like the White Glove Society. They're like an aristocratic society in the wasteland.
Yeah.
That wants to revert to their cannibalistic ways. So the main progenitor of that, a guy named Mortimer, wants to serve up dinner to the whole society, and then when they start eating, he reveals that, haha, these are all people, you are all cannibals now, we have to go back to the old ways.
What a villain.
So the way you solve that while keeping everyone alive, basically, or keep like not engaging in a fight, is that you have to have a survival skill of this point, and then like cooking at this point, so that
Cooking?
you yeah, it's basically you're going to improvise a dish
Oh,
that
shit.
tastes like human flesh, and then sub it out.
Oh.
So when Mortimer goes,
do a switcheroo.
when Mortimer goes, "Oh, you've eaten human flesh," and then you say, "It's not really human flesh. Look at the child; it's still alive. It's right here." Ganyan. So parang ganun. I can't do that right now because all my check skills are so low. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to. That's why I've been hunting the wasteland for peeps.
Oops. I unga bunga this child into the cook fire.
Now I have its leg.
You just shove him. You just
Yeah.
shove him into the fire.
Oh God! Quick, Gerald, throw this baby into the
Oh
stove.
god, that's a good quest though. That's a good quest.
Is that a real?
Yeah.
Is that a real?
That's
That's
a
what
real.
happens.
That's a real thing somebody says to Gerald.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
In order for the real demon to appear, you have to put the baby in the oven.
Put the baby in
Yeah.
the oven, Gerald. It's the only way.
So that's been happening with the Fallout. Fallout Shelter. I've gotten to a point where max na everything. I'm still playing it, but now I'm just making up storylines in my head.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
I'm training an all-girl elite squad, and
Who
then
doesn't?
Nice.
I'm training their agility up. So because agility determines how fast they can shoot in the wasteland and stuff like that. So I'm basically making a super soldier program for
It's
this.
basically a
this-
Black Widow program.
Yeah, I'm basically doing a Black Widow program, and they have like, I gave them special suits that only they wear. That no other. I've never equipped this special suits to any of the other dwellers. It's just them, so people know. Oh fuck, that's them. Just yeah. I think I'm losing my mind. I'm just making up these fucking.
Oh man,
Quarantine life.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
making
And then
stories in his
I'm
head.
making stories in
Everyone.
and then the best one is there's a because they assign family names random, right?
Yeah.
I get saddled with the name Knight, the family name Knight. So I get a guy called Joe Knight, and then what I've done now is I assigned him and his brother Jack Knight into on the entry, like the vault entry.
Okay.
So they're my guards, right? And then I found a costume in the wasteland that's a knight costume. So I gave it to both of them, and that's what
Joe
my guards
Knight.
look like: Joe and Jack Knight.
But they're nice.
I think I'm losing my mind. Someone help.
It's okay to lose your mind during quarantine, Raffy. It's okay.
As far as other things go, within the week I got added to some weird Facebook groups.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, one of them is the BGC group that Emile's been talking about.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh
There's so-
man.
That's the one Donna was telling everyone
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything is real. It's true. All of it. Yoga mats, kombucha. What was it?
Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
I hope that man gets an Italian style pizza that does not disappoint during
That
these
was so-
quarantine times.
It's so bad, dude.
Napoleonis,
Like that
it's
specific
so
post.
specific.
That specific post was like, because like that person was saying, oh, I just had an Italian style pizza, blah blah blah, and then this and that. Just parang, but it really left me wanting and disappointed. Do you have any recommendations of Italian pizza that doesn't disappoint? That's parang,
What a
people are eating
confused
out of
mind.
cans. You son of a
What a
bitch.
confused
I'd kill for
mind.
some pizza right now, like just some
Yeah,
3M
man.
whatever, like some gas
Oh my
station
God.
pizza. I'd kill for it.
I'd love gas station pizza
Yeah.
right now.
So yeah, that was one of the groups. I don't want to light them up on fire. That's their reality. Like
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
sure.
It's what keeps them sane.
Yeah. There are some good ones. Like there are some actual posts that are actually beneficial. Like there is a guy looking for, are there any charitable organizations that we can kind of support.
yeah.
So that's
Nice.
good. That's good. And I thought about it this way. Like I think my wife told me about this. Like yo, just the other week I was trying to surprise you with a cake. I was looking for recommendations for a cake because it was her birthday, right? So what if these are just people trying to indulge their craziest desires, and they don't know where to source it, so they go in the group. So if everyone does that, like it'd look like super first world problems, like all together, right? So I
If
guess
everyone does it, no one's wait. No.
something. Yeah. Something.
Yeah. Syndrome.
So
I tried to get that in there. Fuck.
end quote syndrome. So the other one is an FB group that's, I don't think this is gonna be funny to any of our foreign listeners, but it's a group that we all pretend that we're in 1800 Spain.
Okay. Spain?
Because we're under colonial rule, basically. We're in 1800s Philippines under Spanish rule.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
What was it? Let me pull it up here. So, because like the stuff, the other groups that people were trying to get me to join are all like icky.
Yeah,
so,
that's the thing.
I can't join the. I can join the ants. I can join the cockroaches. I can't join all of that shit. So, when a friend PM'd me this group, just parang the barrio is waiting, and then yes,
Okay.
let's do this.
Okay.
So no one's allowed to talk in English, and like the posts are like, ano yun? Some of my favorite posts are yes, this is mine. I tried to get the pizza, the pineapples on pizza thing going, but like in a Spanish, like in a colonial twist. So, pasas sa paella, sí or no?
Okay.
And then the replies are like, bawal ang pasas, kahangalan yan. Like in really deep Filipino. It's like
School Tagalog.
yeah.
Raisins in paella. I love it.
Yeah. There are others that there was a thread that was like, inaanyayahan ang lahat na rehistro ng cedula. So everyone's being invited to register for their, what is it, tax certificate?
Yeah.
Was it something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of there's a guy that said, parang, kailan natin to pupunitin? So I replied, wag dito kaibigan. Maraming mata at tenga ang gobernador Silio. Tapos parang add kita sa group chat.
Not bad.
So
That's not bad.
I'm trying to get like a bunch of people into a group chat of the revolution.
God.
And like
It's
our
you
big plan
started
is
it.
like, our big plan is like, we set a date to like maybe next week or maybe next Tuesday, that like we just all post on the cedula post that punit.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
We all just post
shit.
punit.
Oh man, this is
And then
not
the
gonna make
revolution.
sense to anyone who's not
nothing.
Filipino.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Okay, that person listening to that's not Filipino, trust me, it's funny.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, that's it. That's mostly my week.
Oof.
Yeah, really short week. There are a bunch of work stuff that I can't talk about right now.
Oh yeah,
but
same here, buddy.
That's cool. But it's going to be like basketball related, so watch out for that.
Your day will come.
Yes, I guess it's time. Yep, my day will come. Damn it, you didn't explain that either.
Yeah, dude. I thought you were gonna explain it
Wait,
now.
Shoot. Okay. The my day will come
Yeah,
is
because we're gonna.
that's what Scottie Pippen says. Oh, no. No, that's when Scottie Pippen. That's his reply
Yeah.
to when reporters were asking him about the disparity in his contract. Blah blah blah. Why is he being paid so low? It's wrong. My day will come, or something. That's all he says. Okay, but it's time for this week's Flakes It Like a Mouth. Oh.
Okay.
Put a little. I got something. This one's. Oh shoot! Yeah, I finished Sherlock. I've been.
Nice.
Like that.
I've been.
Oh shoot! I
I
finished
remember.
Sherlock.
I remembered. Yeah, I finished Sherlock. It was.
How do you feel
Okay
about
lang.
the
It
other
was okay. It was okay.
Sherlock sibling?
Okay lang out of 10.
Okay lang out of 10. It's something. They had something,
Another
and
thing
then
in their ass. Fold it off.
they just let it. Yeah,
They just milked it.
It
Is
was
that it?
no. It was good. It was a good twist. It didn't end great.
Okay.
It was like it didn't
oh,
end,
that's the
they
worst.
didn't hammer down. They didn't hammer it down completely. It was.
Lay up na lang yan
Yun nga
eh.
eh, didn't lay it up. So with my sort of dissatisfaction with that, I went down the rabbit hole of like looking for more Sherlock stuff. So I rewatched the first Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock, the one with the discombobulate. Dude,
Yeah.
fucking good. Still fucking
It's just
good.
an action movie.
Still fucking
It's a good
clever, quick. The writing is great. Like the big twist at the end.
Snappy.
The characters, the accents, the Jude Law.
Jude Law.
Jude Law,
Jude
so
Law.
good. And
How
then
was the discombobulation?
dude, the discombobulate is actually pretty cool. It was a really cool scene actually.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He played Tekken.
Yeah.
He did
did
combo.
combo.
Yeah, he did
He
the
read
combo.
it like a
Unga
book.
Boongad.
The ATB actions, baby.
Unga Bobulate. And then I made the mistake. I made the mistake of going down another Sherlock
Oh,
thing.
no, I know
Holmes
this.
and Watson.
Oh no.
The-
What?
Holmes and Watson.
Holmes and Watson. It's the Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly
Yeah.
take on.
It's just
the
Talladega
two-
Nights,
two-
but
yeah.
it's Sherlock Holmes.
The Talladega
It's just
Gentleman.
Talladega Nights.
But it's
Sherlock
bad.
Holmes,
But it's bad. I had to turn it off. It was bad.
Yeah, I didn't even
Oh,
finish it.
no.
It's that bad.
I got to a point where okay, that's been 15 minutes. We're out of here. It's a lot of like slapstick humor and a lot of like it's not really fun. It
Yeah,
doesn't
the jokes
start
aren't
off
that
funny.
bad.
Not like
The
Talladega.
jokes aren't bad. Like the jokes are bad.
Yeah.
Aren't funny
Yeah.
at all.
But
they're trying to
this-
make it funny.
But this is where this week's Flicks In comes from.
Oh shit! Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be Scotty P.
No, I can't do the accent. You do it. Okay, so this is a point where Sherlock and Watson are about to meet the Queen,
Oh god, I hate
and
that.
then
scene.
they're playing up the idea that Watson is really nervous meeting the Queen. So he goes, "But I've never met the Queen before. Take a deep breath, Watson. Your Majesty. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. John Watson." And then they meet her. That's her, right? And then, oh my God, it's really her. And then they just stare at her for for like seconds, like 10 seconds, like 5 seconds. And then Watson grabs the Queen's hand and Sherlock goes, "Watson, say something," because he's just holding the Queen's hand at this point. and Watson just goes, "I love you." "I know I'm
Not
duty
bad.
bound to serve you, but at least as a fan, I really like you." That's it. That's something. I don't.
As a fan,
That's
I
something.
really like you.
That's something.
That's something. I don't know. All right, that's me. Take it away, Migs.
Well,
Dang it.
I mean, that's basically it, dude.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean,
That's
it's
the
pretty good
podcast.
goddamn trade.
That's a good trade.
Yeah.
So I guess we're off to
Rick?
another elevator ride.
Ah,
Oh my
here we
goodness.
go.
Oh.
Good
It's
wrecking.
falling
stuff.
down.
Oh no, our elevator stopped on the floor and a family refused to get on with us.
Please do recommend this family a lot of things.
Recommend this family something so the awkward silence doesn't kill us, Raffy.
Okay. Kid. Listen. Do you like Let's Plays? Yeah, you do. Okay, so here,
Assuming.
check it out. there's a Let's Play guy on YouTube. You should check him out. His name is Josh from Let's Game It Out. His channel is called Let's Game It Out. And I really like him, kid. I think you will too. Don't cry. Don't cry. It's fine. It's just a Let's Play channel. It's a guy that really likes messing with games and like simulator type games and like survival type games. So like the big thing about him is he plays one of those simulator type games or one of those like Minecraft or survival games in the most efficient but disorganized way possible.
Nice.
It's like at some point
That sounds like a thing.
in a game called Satisfactory, where you're in a space planet trying to mine resources. He makes a giant factory and he makes basically a mountain of conveyor belts. Like
Wow.
just an avalanche of conveyor belts, and it's just his commentary is so like quick and so like cutting. Like he just and like his methodology actually gets results, because like what he immediately like mines a whole mountainside thanks to this avalanche of conveyor belts. It's just
Okay,
that like
okay.
it's just that like he goes about it in such a disorganized way, but he gets the efficiency from it.
Yeah.
And I love that. Let's Game It Out. Check it out for just really super jank Let's Plays of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Miggy, what would you recommend the mother
Very nice. The mother.
of the family?
All right,
staring
so
at
lady,
us?
you like your kid likes giant robots, right?
Okay.
And you, as a functioning adult, like the existentialism, the crisis of your own being.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
So I recommend, lady, that you sub to Kara Inc.'s official YouTube channel. Kara Inc. being the distributor, publisher of the Evangelion Rebuild movies.
I've heard of this.
Since they have just uploaded all 3 of them to
for
the YouTubes.
free.
For free.
Really?
The only
It's
problem
in
is
Japan.
there's no English subs
And
officially yet.
Translate doesn't sit well.
But they look to be so I guess look for like a subtitle file separately for that. But they look to be adding maybe another version with the subs, because they uploaded the base video and then uploaded another set with hard Japanese subtitles. So hopefully we get like a multi-language like subset soon. So it's super cool. Like these movies are like Evangelion, the series is great. These movies are something completely different, but also still
Really?
great in a different way. Yeah, it's more super robot-y actually than the main series. So it's some good silly anime fun, and then you think about your life, you think about why we're here
Whoa.
on this planet,
Annihilation.
and then some cool fights happen. Yeah,
Great.
Oh, fights.
Okay.
Sick.
big fights, more fights than the other show. So yeah, check that out.
Cool.
Kara Inc.'s
How do you spell that?
Kara Inc. KHARA
KH.
INC.official.
We're gonna post it in the show notes anyway,
Sick.
so you can
Yeah.
check
Yes,
it out.
squeeze.
Nice.
Link
Sick.
below.
I'm gonna
Sick.
wreck it,
Ooh.
baby.
It's a
Get
good
in the
fucking
robot,
wreck.
mother.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna recommend something for the father,
Oh,
For the
yeah.
father.
and
Okay,
that
okay.
is a segment, not really the whole show, but a segment from the Kroll show. I think I've mentioned this to Raffy and Miggy before the recording.
Yeah.
There's this show called
Very soon.
The Kroll Show, starring Nick Kroll, a comedian, and his good friend John Mulaney. And they have a segment in the
Spider-Pig.
show called Oh Hello. And it's basically they're playing 2 old dudes called Gil Faizan and George St. Geegland. And their shtick is that they're trying to do a prank show, but they're just old people. and their prank show is called Too Much Tuna, where they try to talk or interview one random person and suddenly have them order a sandwich with just like, I don't know,
Too much
5 dollops of tuna in it. And usually their idea is that, oh, the one we're gonna prank is gonna be surprised. And what the fuck is this? And that's the prank.
It's such a harmless.
It's such a harmless prank, and then they're gonna go all Ashton Kutcher on them, like, oh look, there's a camera in there. You've been pranked, son. So that's that's basically their skit, and I think I haven't seen a person that got pranked successfully.
Successfully?
I think there's this.
Go figure. You added stuff to their meal.
But there's this one segment where they prank each other and they try to prank
In the
each
same
other
way.
in the same way. It is so stupid.
The fuck?
It's good. Like, I mean,
Okay.
I like John Mulaney's comedy, and he's the dude who voiced Spider Ham or
Spider Pig.
Spider Pig.
Ham.
Yeah.
In the Into the
In the
Spider-Verse movie.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's good. It's good. So yeah. Oh hello.
Nice.
Gonna wreck it, old man.
Yeah.
Sick.
Why don't you recommend something to the grandpa, Emile?
I was actually going to recommend something to the grandpa exactly.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay. So grandpa, are you tired of the same faces around your dinner table, breakfast table, lunch table? Are you tired of seeing the same faces every day during this quarantine period? Don't you want a new face to eat dinner alongside with? Grandpa.
Kill them all!
Exactly. So in order to find this channel, it's kind of hard because it's in Japanese, but mysteriously,
I haven't seen a Japanese since the war.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Grandpa, take it easy. So what I want you to do, Grandpa, is go to YouTube and search pizza toast. And mysteriously, like there will be regular videos of pizza toast up on the results, but mysteriously, up on the front page of results, there will be a mysterious Japanese girl holding up a pizza toast. This is the channel I recommend.
This is a Japanese girl?
Yes, Japanese girl eating a pizza toast. So her channel's name roughly translates to Nanako Okana's Daily Life Short Movie. So this is a channel I've been following for a long time, and it's just this really chill vlog, cooking, eating channel. And basically, this is just this random Japanese lady who lives in a shitty apartment, who tries to cook good meals for herself, but in a really lethargic manner, and it's great. Right? Like she doesn't play it up. She doesn't say like, share, subscribe. She just kind of like lazily gets up, makes food. Her kitchen is like dirty. It's great. It's great. I've been following this channel for a while, but for some reason, her pizza toast video went viral. It's almost at 1 million views for some reason.
Wow.
800,000.
800,000, yeah, 850,000 views, and like it's mysterious. I don't know why this pizza toast video blew up, but if you want to like have dinner with a random Japanese girl eating pizza toast, gulping down a full glass of milk in one go, and biting straight off a raw tomato, you hang out here. You hang out here, Grandpa.
Will she chew my food for me?
I mean, I don't think Grandpa knows how the internet works. This might be a
tell
bad
him yes.
recommend. Yes, Grandpa. Yes, Grandpa. Nanako Okana will chew your food for you. So check it out.
Great.
You can find the channel by either typing Nanako Okana or Pizza Toast. Either or will work. So try it out. Hang out with Nanako Okana.
Type it, Sonny?
Oh no, Grandpa!
I don't have any
The elevator door is closing, Grandpa. The elevator. See ya.
Do you have any ink ribbons?
What channel is it on?
Oh God, that's my wreck. I'm gonna wreck it. I'm gonna wreck Pizza Toast.
Nice.
Toast.
I guess that's it. Please leave us alone, family.
Leave us alone. Leave us alone.
The elevator doors are
finally.
closing.
Jesus
Bye.
Christ.
Bye, you son of a bitch.
And I guess
God.
that concludes our podcast. Finally, we're in the ground floor.
Does.
The show's over, but you can listen to our shows in our elevator hijinks in our Spotify channel. Old episodes are there for your listening pleasure. Just go and search Good Trades Brigade. That's what you'll get. Also, we have a social media page out.
Sick.
You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/goodtradesbrigade. We have a Twitter. What's our Twitter, Raffy?
At GT Brigade.
Yeah. We also have an
Nice.
Instagram. I think it's Good Trades Podcast.
Good Trades Podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we have a YouTube channel also called. It's youtube.com/c
C.
/Good Trades Brigade.
Yep.
Sick.
Correct
best.
again, Sonny.
Yeah.
You win a prize.
And that's it. That's mostly our social media presence.
That's
Oh, yeah.
mostly it.
Uh-huh.
And if you would like to support us, we would recommend donating to any causes related to COVID. But
Yes.
if you have extra income to spare and you would like to keep the lights on at the show, you can visit us over at www.patreon.com/goodtrades.
Yes.
I guess
Stay safe out there.
I guess that's a
Thank you,
good
patrons.
trade.
Yes,
pretty good trade.
that is a very good trade.
Was.
Man, this video is making me want pizza
Actually, I'm
toast.
watching another
Pizza
video
toast
of her,
damage.
and it's one.
I like how-
1,500,000 views, and she's
Nice.
watched.
She's broken past
dancing.
the 1 million.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Just
she got a
dancing.
When did this
2
channel
mil.
I don't
blow
know,
up?
dude. I don't know.
So
But
kawaii.
yeah, this is just making our night better. I hope
Yes.
Yeah.
this podcast episode also makes your night better.
You know what we should do? We should just have an episode of us eating pizza toast. I think that's the key.
while discuss.
If that's- if-
No, we will do that while discussing the near. I don't know how
Yeah,
to
dude,
spoil
like
the
So-
grab the bread, you put some ketchup on it, put some sausages, fucking pizza toast,
fuck
man.
a pizza
Fuck yeah.
toast. Okay.
Oh, dude.
You gotta get the cheese right,
actually-
boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's how
that
you
right
do it.
now.
The
Got some
texture.
sausages, yeah.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Keep
That's it.
on going.
It's a fucking
Yeah.
good trade.
Keep it going.
Boys?
Be ambitious.
Boys?
Keep going.
Be ambitious.
Thanks for watching the stream. We'll work for games. General Miss A. Asicon. Kenneth Yu.
That's just
Sino
me.
yun.
Shut up, no.
Don't worry about it.
Who are our bots right now in the episode? Oh, there it is. Shout outs to
The bots.
another
TV viewer.
Aiton,
Yeah.
Billy Kirs,
Aiton.
Commander Root, Feet, and
Feet.
Lurks.
Just
Yeah,
Feet.
Just Feet.
Feet's just in the podcast. I mean, in the chat, huh?
Yeah. Sick.
Sick.
Who are these people? Yo, listen.
Kinky.
I've heard these. I've seen these people before. They've been on my streams.
They're the Twitch
Yeah.
police, Pam.
Nice. Oh,
The Twitch
well,
police.
We got receipts for everything. Another
Yeah.
TV viewer.
Yeah, dude.
You're not gonna take us alive. Bye.
Nothing happening
Yeah,
here. Nothing happening on this podcast. Just discussions of pizza toast.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
We'll work for
Wholesome.
Game says thanks for watching.
Ad-friendly.
Asicon.
Aw, that's the best.
Sick.
I'm sure he
Yeah.
appreciates it.
We should raid
Whoever
someone.
that is.
Yeah, we
raid
should-
someone.
Yeah. Let's raid. Who's? Oh, si Ram.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Yeah, raid
go
Ram. Raid Ram.
Yeah.
Raid Ram.
Slash
I
raid.
would say that raiding Ram would probably be the good trade of the night.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
I'm on it.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
doing it, Mister.
Yeah,
Mod.
I got the mod
Okay.
view, son.
So if anyone's listening, when you get to Ram, just fucking bombard him with shit. Like, pizza
Yeah,
toast,
yes.
motherfucker! This is a raid.
Send him the pizza toast video. Send him the discombobulate
Yeah.
video.
Yeah,
send him
yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah, And
on
or
his
just
Twitch?
spam his chat, keep it going.
Yeah, keep it
Yeah,
going,
yeah,
boys.
just
Ram be
just
ambitious.
spam
Yeah,
his
we need to
chat,
make
keep
keep it
it
going
Ram be
emotes.
ambitious.
Dude,
Boys
speaking
be
of,
ambitious.
last time I hung out with Ram, on his Twitch stream, he was playing
Yeah.
Minecraft, and I tricked him into naming one of his cats Dinner Bone, and he didn't know that
Aw.
that turns your cat upside down forever.
What the hell,
Really?
Emile?
Oh
Why would
no!
you do that?
So forever. So now he just has to take care of this upside down cat.
That's good.
Nice.
Okay.
He loves it. He loves
So
Dinner Bone.
we're going over there now. He's a good
Yeah.
man.
We'll work for
See
Games
ya.
Says,
See
can
me,
I
boy.
donate
See
to
ya,
the anti-COVID-19 lockdown protests?
Anti-COVID.
No, please do not.
Oh,
Please do not.
That would be a bad trade.
Well, not this
That would be
trade.
a
This
bad
is a
trade.
good trade.
It's a good
Oh,
trade.
yeah.
And
It's
we
a good
hope you
trade.
keep it going.
Keep it going.
Bye.